Hi, fan. It's time for your Gears of the Game, presented by the Jacksonville Transportation Authority, where tonight the Icemen play host to the Wheeling Nailers in the first of 3 head-to-head meetings between the two teams this weekend here at Veterans Memorial Arena. Wheeling took the lone previous meeting back on April 1st up in Wheeling, West Virginia by a 5-3 score, and both teams enter tonight's game having lost back-to-back games, the Icemen most recently falling at home on Wednesday to the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Now on Wednesday's Gears of the Game, we told you about Icemen goaltender Charles Williams being named the ECHL Goaltender of the Month. Later that day, it was announced by the league that Aaron Luchak of the Orlando Solar Bears won the ECHL Player of the Week. But the runner-up for the award was Abek Gerdukis. Gerdukis, 17 points in a very productive month of April. Again, a big congratulations to him on coming so close to getting that monthly honor, but a well-deserved mention as he was very productive and part of the success that the Icemen have had during the month of April and here in recent weeks. But the Icemen trying to get back on track here tonight against the Wheeling Nailers. Had a chance to chat with Icemen defenseman Brendan Miller and get his thoughts on tonight's matchup.
I mean, we're definitely excited. I mean, it's a new opponent that we obviously haven't got to play this. We played them once this year, and game didn't go as we would have liked, but I feel like that was a game that kind of got our streak started here, this good streak we've been on. So we know after that tough loss Wednesday, it's playoff hockey now, and we got to win all 3 this weekend. And these are 3 big games against a good opponent, and I mean, we just got to be ready to come and play 60 minutes for 3 nights, and I feel like that'll get the job done for us. I mean, this is the team in there. We realized that it's playoff hockey, and I think we kind of noticed that about a month ago when we were in Columbus there, and we kind of had that loss in Fort Wayne, and we kind of got together as a team, and we talked to each other, and we know that it's playoff hockey, and we know that we're going to have to bring 60 minutes every night because we're chasing these teams we're playing, and we're going to have to play 60 minutes to win because it's pro hockey, and any team can win on any given night. I mean, we're definitely going to have to shoot more pucks, play full 60 minutes of hockey. I mean, it's all about effort. I mean, there's going to be nights where you don't have it, but you just got to bring an effort, and I feel like when we bring that effort, we're a good team, and when the effort's there and we're playing the way we should be, that we win hockey games.
Now looking at the Wheeling Nailers, Cody Sylvester leads the team with a balanced 36 points, 18 goals, 18 assists, and he had a 3-point performance back in that previous meeting on April 1st. And then Austin Fighton's got the hot stick as of late for Wheeling. He has 4 goals in his last 4 games. So the stage is set, round 1 of 3 here on the weekend between the Icemen and the Nailers. Coming up here at 7 o'clock, this has been your Gears of the Game.
Reader, thank you so much. We are ready for your puck drop. Your referee tonight, Kyle Leakin, and the Icemen have won the draw. We are underway. The first of 3 straight between the Icemen and Wheeling Nailers. Just the 3rd ever matchup between these two clubs, and Wheeling has come away with a victory on each occasion, winning on April 1st of this year at home against Jacksonville 5-3, and a couple years ago, the Nailers came here and handed the Icemen a loss as well. Puck is in the offensive zone for Jacksonville. Mucking forward in the corner is Eric Bradford, but it is taken away by the Nailers. Trying to step around a man is Cody Sylvester. Sylvester, a talented offensive player, as the Icemen get possession. Eric Bradford in his own zone tosses it high into the air. It bounces at the Wheeling blue line. Nazarian battles for it, but cannot get it away. It is Sylvester for Harris over the blue line all by himself, defended by Riker Killens. And a huge collision on the play. Hamilton going after Harris on the play. Harris somehow stayed up. He lost his stick on the play. That was a vicious hit, clean but vicious from Trevor Hamilton, who is known for those big, clean hits. And Harris was not looking, and I am happy for him that he is healthy after one like that. As the Icemen end up with the puck, they have a 2-on-1. Spatula left side, wrist shot off the pipe to the far post of their goaltender, Shane Starrett. He caught him leaning the other way, tried to go against the grain with a shot and beat him. Just banged it off the post, and we stay scoreless 90 seconds into the contest. This game coming out with a bang right now with a big hit from Hamilton and a post shot from the Icemen as Ake gets a shot away. Starrett making the save. Comes back to the blue line. Jason Binkley for Jacksonville. For Croy Evingson. Evingson for Brandon Gignac, who is back after missing 12 games for the Icemen. Seam pass goes across the boards. Brown holds it in behind the net for Ake. It is Gignac now to the blue line for Miller. Miller's wrister goes off the end boards, intentionally wide on the play. Brown tracks it down for Ake. Ake turns away from one man. He'll play it down low for Gignac. Back for Ake, but it's tapped away and out to center ice by Wheeling. Excellent start here from the Icemen. We are scoreless with 17:46 to go. Still no stoppage in play yet. We've been uninterrupted since the opening faceoff. Nailers have the puck behind their own net in the form of Chad Duchesne, former Greenville Swamp Rabbit. He feeds to the right for Matt Miller, and the Nailers will get it deep into Jacksonville's end, but the Icemen have the puck. Good outlet pass from Binkley to Derek Lodermeyer with the help of Travis Howe. They'll bang it in deep. Lodermeyer gives chase against Chad Duchesne. Duchesne goes behind the back, unable to handle it there as Adam Smith comes all the way to the blue line. Nailers pick up the loose change. It is Austin Fighton. Fighton, their leading goal scorer with 22 goals on the year, but amazingly, he only has 5 assists. So Austin Fighton's got to be the Cy Young winner for sure in the entire ECHL. As we are back, and the Nailers have the puck in the offensive zone briefly. Icemen pull it away. They'll softly bring it out to the red line, and it's Patrick McNally, formerly with the Orlando Solar Bears, now with Wheeling. He'll wrist it in cross corner to the left of Jacksonville netminder Charles Williams. Puck comes loose. It belongs to the Icemen. It is Hamilton, the defenseman, starting the rush. Hamilton up the right side, feeding for Nazarian. It goes by him and into the open corner, opposite side. Saraceno there trying to pry it loose. Instead, it is Fighton. Fighton for McNally on the left wing. Over 3.5 minutes gone by now. Still no score. Cody Sylvester flies it into the far sideboards. Croy Evingson out there for Jacksonville, trying to set up Mike Zmatula. He couldn't kick it onto his stick, and the Nailers end up with it. It is a cross-ice look. To the blue line are the Nailers. They'll dump it in behind the net of Williams. Killen's poking it to the opposite side for Miller. Good touch pass. That sends a 3-man rush. Now 4-man rush for the Icemen. Into the zone, trying to knock it free, looking for Wasey Rabbit. Wheeling with the steal. They'll play it up the left wing side. Onside is Jostling. His shot goes well wide to the short side. Nailers hold it in for now. They'll play it behind the Jacksonville net, and the Icemen have the puck. Outlet pass intended for Wasey Rabbit, broken up by Smith. His drop pass in turn, broken up by Gerdukas, and he sends away Brandon Gignac. One-on-one against Duchesne. Wrist shot by Gignac is deflected into the corner by Duchesne. Gignac gets it right back. Centering pass picked off by the Nailers, held in by Jacksonville. It is Gignac into the slot for Brown. Wrist shot and a glove save, and finally our first whistle comes almost 5 minutes in. What a start. As Shane Starrett makes a wonderful glove save to keep this one scoreless. 15:20 to go in the first period. It is 0-0, and just now our first whistle. Up and down action as each team has 2 shots on net, although I don't remember Wheeling getting a single shot on goal, but that's what they call it for. The Icemen also hit the post early on in this game. Christopher Brown on the draw for Jacksonville. He'll try and win it back to Jason Binkley. Josh Winquist will get waved off the draw for the Nailers in favor of Patrick Watling. And the Icemen do win the draw. It's Ake. Goal line extended. He'll turn in the right wing corner, playing it off the end boards, and some cycling work being done by the Icemen. Gignac to the left point. Evingson's wrister deflected wide on the play. I think it was Brown that got a piece of it. The Icemen hold it in the zone. Gignac in the slot. Wrister is blocked. He had a great opportunity. He does get it back for Brown. Brown on the backhand slips it wide on the play. But the Icemen with some great pressure, and another steal from the Icemen. Gignac, left circle. Beats a man wide, gets tripped up on the play, but no call there from the referee, Kyle Leakin. It is held in by the Icemen. Wheeling, very porous defensively, not just tonight, but just in general. They allow 3.6 goals per game. That is why they are last in the entire ECHL. Wheeling coming in at 17 wins and 28 losses. It's mostly because of their defense. They'll score a few goals, but they definitely allow quite a few more over the course of the year. As the Nailers have it deep in their own zone, it's McNally with a dangerous pass, but he gets away with it. And the Nailers send it through the neutral zone. Jacksonville getting it back off the boards. McNally steps up and steals it for Wheeling. Up the left wing side, going wide on Hamilton. Centering feed, knocked away by the goaltender's stick of Charles Williams. And it comes free for the Icemen. It is Michael Kim on the backhand, using the boards for Eric Bradford. Cross ice, tape to tape for Nazarian. He's onside on the right wing. Nazarian beats a man wide, throws it right through the top of the blue paint. Nobody there, and the Nailers come away with it. Looking for a home run pass for Courtnall, but Michael Kim on the back check steps in and makes a great play as he feeds it all the way out to the red line. That was Jared Courtnall, rather, As coming back, it is Wheeling, and a glove save by Williams on the forehand from Matt Alfaro. And the first big save from Williams keeps this one scoreless now. We will go to break with 13:33 to go. What a pace to the start of this one as the Icemen and Wheeling Nailers are in a scoreless deadlock. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Arlie Johnson with you in downtown Jacksonville at the Veterans Memorial Arena. The Icemen squaring off with the Wheeling Nailers for the first of 3 straight games here on home ice. Jacksonville is in game number 2 of a 9 of 10 home game stretch. They lost on Wednesday night in an effort that they will tell you was just not good enough. So the Icemen are looking for a real bounce back as they come in having lost 2 in a row. Prior to that, they had won 10 of 11 to get themselves right in the thick of the playoff hunt, and they are still very much in the playoff hunt as the Nailers have the puck in the offensive zone. Brendan Miller defends on Cody Sylvester. Sylvester taps it into the left wing corner, looking for Austin Fighton. It is now Abbott Gerdukas defending on Fighton. Fighton to the blue line. Slap shot is blocked. It comes to the Icemen. Skating with it is Wasey Rabbit, Jacksonville's captain. He loses it at center ice, and the Nailers come away with it. Matt Miller up the left wing for Alfaro. Steps wide on Killens. Sharp angle shot is deflected out of play. Brendan Miller covering for his defensive partner there. Got a stick in the shooting lane. Well done defensively. And I think the underrated part of Jacksonville's great stretch as of late has been their defense. They've been airtight defensively, and when they haven't been, Charles Williams, who is now making his 24th start in the last 28 games, he has been wonderful. The April goaltender of the month in the ECHL, Charles Williams. And he is the bell cow right now for the Icemen, and has been for a while. Face-off is to the right of Williams. Rugby scrum for the puck. Finally, it squirts behind the Icemen net, and the Nailers come away with it from behind the net. They'll play it cross ice, looking for Duchesne. He'll play it off the boards and poke it underneath. Knocking it free is Croy Evingson, getting the start in place of Jacob Friend tonight. Trying to clear it away as Evingson can't get it out. Left point, it's Duchesne. Fakes the shot, now takes the shot through a screen. It went off a skate and went off to the wide of the net. Comes up high for the Icemen. Howe trying to clear it out, can't do it. It's held in by Watling. Seam pass is deflected, but it comes to the opposite side. Back to the left point, it's Duchesne looking for the deflection on the play. Jocelyn redirected it wide for Wheeling. Derek Lodermeyer behind his own net with one hand on the stick, flips it into the corner. Good pressure here from the Nailers. They keep it in the zone. From the right point, a shot goes wide to the short side. Comes off the end boards for Lodermeyer, trying to knock it free for Travis Howe. Howe is double teamed, but he's able to get by both of them and flip it out to the Nailer blue line. Right back come the Nailers. It's McNally, the defenseman, leading the rush. Throwing it right through the blue paint. It comes up high for the Icemen. Here comes Jacksonville. It is Ake over the blue line. Stolen and cleared out by Wheeling. Icemen get it back at their own blue. D to D, it's Trevor Hamilton receiving the pass. Brown redirects in for Jacksonville. He's had one of the 2 goals on Wednesday night for the Icemen. Nailers around the boards. That goes by everybody. No icing because the Icemen touched it on the clear around. And so Hamilton will take it inside his own zone. Good touch pass for the Icemen. It connects to Christopher Brown. Over the blue line, onside. Slides it towards net. It is redirected away by Starrett. And the Nailers come away with the puck. It is Miller on the left wing, defended by Brown. Brown steps in, couldn't get the steal. Long outlet from Wheeling. Again, no icing as it goes the length of the ice. Michael Kim tapping it loose for an open man, and here comes Mike Zmatula. Over the blue line, onside is Wasey Rabbit. Back for Zmatula behind the Wheeling net. Zmatula for Rabbit. turns on one man and then gives it up off the end boards, and back come the Nailers in the form of Matt Alfaro. He is over the blue line, centering feed, goes wide to the opposite corner, fighting holds in, trying to reverse it, but Gerdukas blocks it for the Icemen, and a great outlet pass to Wasey Rabbit from center ice. Rabbit can't clear in, however, he had the puck knocked away from behind, and the Icemen getting it back at their own blue line now. It is Rabbit redirecting in. It ends up on net. Starrett will try and play it himself. Feeds it forward for Smith. Left side at Sylvester. Broken up at the neutral ice by Jacksonville as Eric Bradford plays it back into his own zone. Nazarian on the backhand. Again dropping it back for Croy Evingson. And Jacksonville regroups with 10:07 to go in the first period. Still no scores. A couple men go down for Jacksonville. They collided with each other. And the Nailers will come back into the zone offensively. Big hit by Evingson, separating a man from the puck in order for Jacksonville to take possession. It is Binkley. Cross-ice look right on the blade of Nazarian, who beats a man over the blue line. 2-on-1. Bradford can't get the shot away. Just stripped loose by Wheeling before he could pull the trigger. And now it's the Nailers coming back with a three-man rush, only to give it up to Jacksonville, who clears out to center. Up and down we go in this game. Very few whistles. Jostling by himself, 1-on-2 for the moment. Keeps possession. Now bumped off the play by Michael Kim. Puck high into the air. It ends up off the netting and out of play. We'll go to break with 9:25 to go in the first period. It's still Jacksonville nothing, Wheeling nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Faceoff will be in the Jacksonville end, left side of their netminder Charles Williams. Brandon Gignac, so good to have him back out on the ice after missing just about one solid month, just a couple days shy of 1 month. He was really getting things going when he went out with an injury to Florida as the Icemen break out 2-on-1. Brown with Gignac. Brown for Gignac, one-timer. Denied by Starrett, making the save. That play developed very quickly, and this line is dangerous. Pascal Ake with Brandon Gignac. Those two are paired up once again, along with Christopher Brown, as Brown came away with the pass to Gignac, but Starrett with a great save. The Icemen only have 3 shots on goal, but I feel like they have been the more dangerous team offensively than Wheeling thus far. Faceoff is won by Jacksonville as well. Hamilton for Ake, right wing half wall. One-timer, and a save is made by Starrett. He saw it late as Brown got a one-timer away from about 35 feet away in the slot. Starrett got just enough, and he's able to cover it before the Icemen can pounce on it. That puck was available very briefly. It almost got behind Starrett. Brown will take the draw this time for the Icemen. Wheeling wins it and clears it to center. Hamilton touching it for Ake. Ake right back into the zone for Brown. Right circle, wrist shot, whistles over the crossbar. A headhunter shot on Starrett as the Icemen look to keep it in the zone at the far side boards, right at the top of the circle along the wall. Gignac tries to pry it loose. 2-on-3 battle right now. The Icemen have 2 men in there with a third man up high, and it comes free for the Icemen. It is Gignac around the wall, poked free by Wheeling over the blue line and out. Ake stick handles away from a man, tries to get by a second man, rolls all the way to Williams, and he's going to be forced to take the face-off. I think that Ake wanted a hooking call on Wheeling, but he will not get it. Very curious to see whether Kyle Leakin calls a lot of penalties through this game. He has not called any yet. The reason I'm wondering is because Wheeling is dead last, not only on the power play, but also on the penalty kill. So I'd like to see this as a specialty team kind of game. I think that it's an area where Jacksonville can really take advantage of the Nailers. Faceoff is won by Wheeling, dropping it down low. Stolen there by Croy Evingson. Can't clear it out yet, held in by Smith to the blue line for Sylvester, but it goes off his skate and trickles back into the Wheeling zone. Chad Duchesne on it there, defended by Travis Howe. Duchesne goes end to end as Howe finishes his hit from open ice. Nailers try to clear it in, it goes off a leg, but it does go into the Jacksonville zone, and skating with it is Fighton, and a penalty coming on Jacksonville this time as Fighton went to crash the net, and I believe he was cross-checked into the net. So a penalty will be coming here against the Icemen. It's going to be a power play for the Nailers as Croy Evingson heads into the box. And the Icemen now will have to be up to the task on the penalty kill. Told you I wanted it to be a specialty teams game, but of course I didn't want the Icemen to be shorthanded. That said, Wheeling, as I mentioned, last in the league on the power play. 14th out of 14 teams at only 13.4%. Jacksonville's penalty kill, 8th overall in the league at 82.5%. The Icemen will send out Eric Bradford for this face-off, penalty killing along with Aaron Nazarian. The two defensemen, Michael Kim and Trevor Hamilton. Nailers win the draw. They'll set up shop in the offensive zone. Right wing side, it's Josh Winquist, defended by Rabbit. Actually, it's Rabbit out there, not Nazarian. Into the slot, great read by Rabbit. Puck comes loose for the Icemen. They'll wrist it off the glass and out. Wasey Rabbit with his stick in the right place. Excellent defensive positioning from the veteran captain. And the Nailers will play with it behind their own goal. Patrick McNally leads the rush. To the left wing, it's Austin Fighton onside. Floating it, dropping it towards the blue line. It comes from McNally. Top of the circle for Winquist. Playing it behind the Jacksonville net. Puck squirts free. Saraceno will be first on the puck. He cannot clear it out. Held in by Winquist. Wrist shot is deflected wide. Hamilton got a piece of it. Puck bounces behind the net. Comes free for the Icemen. What work there from Michael Kim to clear it 200 feet. And the Icemen will get a line change. 1:05 to go on this power play for the Nailers. Jacksonville now steps out with Mike Zmatula and Abbott Gerdukis as the penalty killers. It's Harris into the zone for Wheeling. Dropping it for Matt Alfaro to the blue line for Lees. Jesse Lees cross-ice look. Trying to bank it in. Williams making the save right at the post and has to make another save. And then Wheeling pokes it wide on the third attempt. Lees holds it in. Alfaro at the left circle. Throws it through the slot. Nobody home. Comes loose for the Nailers and Matt Miller. Playing it down low, and the Nailers with some pressure here with 30 seconds to go on the power play. Cross-ice look. It is Alfaro, top of the left circle. On his forehand, he'll stick handle down to the half wall and feed it to the blue line for Jesse Lees. Lees walking the line. Wrist shot, and a save is made by Williams. No rebound from Charles Williams as the Nailers got 3 shots away in about the last 40 seconds or so of that power play. And Williams had to be up to the task there with a screen on that last one. He got it right up in the chest, just underneath his mask, near the collarbone area. Puck dropped down in front of him, and he was able to freeze it with the glove from there. 17 seconds to go on the power play for the Nailers. Croy Evingson in the box for cross-checking. Puck is down. Jacksonville controls. They'll skate 2-on-2 if they want it. They'll think better of it. Wasey Rabbit's just going to kill some more time. He'll flip it into the Wheeling zone. It bounces all the way to Starrett, who really had some trouble with it. That was a knuckleball bouncer that Starrett really had some trouble with. Now the Icemen poke it away at center ice. Teams are back at full strength, and Wheeling now 0 for 1 on the power play. Jacksonville now 5-on-5, and the Icemen have possession. Hamilton ahead for Brown. Gets it to the blue line. It's pokes loose for Brown. Brown tried to find Brandon Gignac, but it was behind him, and the Icemen regroup at their own line. It's Hamilton from the red line. He'll bounce it into the right of Starrett. Smith on his backhand, tries to feed it ahead. Knocked loose and stolen by the Icemen. Behind the net, Gignac looking for Killens. Goes by him and softly moves all the way out to the red line. Excellent look there by Gignac. I think this line once again looks very dangerous. Gignac with Ake and Brown looking good in the early going as Miller floats it up the left side. Good touch pass. Ake, wrist shot, save made by Starrett. He'll hold on and take the draw, and we will go to break 5 minutes, 14 seconds to go in period number 1. It stays Jacksonville nothing, Wheeling nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
We are back with you. Harley Johnson with you, calling the game between the Icemen and Wheeling Nailers. Entertaining game thus far. Wheeling out shooting Jacksonville 10-5. The second half of their power play was very effective. They got 3 or 4 shots away, but Charles Williams up to the task. And just because Jacksonville is getting outshot by that number does not, to me anyway, mean that the Icemen are being outplayed. I think it's been very even. Both teams have had equal opportunities. Both teams have had some quality chances. So I don't mind this at all. I think it's just been entertaining and quality hockey from both clubs thus far. Jacksonville in their gray uniforms tonight with the blue trim. Wheeling in their gold uniforms, which I think is their 3rd jersey, with black trim. Think of the Pittsburgh Penguins from about 1984, and that's what the Nailers are wearing tonight. They are affiliated with the Pittsburgh Penguins as well, and it shows in their uniform choice. Icing called against the Icemen. We'll bring it to the right of Charles Williams. Now just under 5 minutes to go in the first period. Coming up in the first intermission, we'll go through the ECHL scoreboard. There's a lot of scoreboard watching tonight. Some very important games, not only here, of course, but elsewhere around the Eastern Conference, as the Icemen come away with a draw and immediately bring it into the offensive zone. It's Wasey Rabbit, right wing side, playing it underneath, trying to set up. Looks like Mike Zmatula. Abbott Gerdukis is there as well. Gerdukis trying to pry it free from his own teammate and does get it loose. Gerdukis on his forehand. Indirect feed to the blue line for Brendan Miller. Cross ice it is Killens. Killens towards goal. It is deflected into the corner. Comes free for Zmatula for the Icemen. Gerdukis at the circle. Wrist shot on net. Save is made by Starrett. Gobbling up into his midsection. He'll take the draw. Well, the Icemen continue to try and buzz the net of Shane Starrett. Starrett's record this year, 7-9-3-1. Goals against average, 3.45. His save percentage, 89%. He is definitely their number 1 netminder. Their backup, Taryn Kozin, has worse numbers than that. Face-off is to the right of Starrett. Derek Lodermeyer on the draw. Spinning around is Nick Saraceno trying to get it free, but the Nailers bang it off the glass into neutral ice. Croy Evingson off the boards for Saraceno. Did he get a piece of it? No. So it will be icing against Jacksonville. And we'll bring it, I believe, to the right of Charles Williams. Wheeling can actually choose which side. The Nailers led by their head coach, Derek Army. He just took over as head coach within the last month. Was their assistant coach before that. Draw will be between Matt Alfaro and Derek Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer wins it, kicking it into the corner for Croy Evingson. Evingson up the wall for Nazarian, can't clear it out yet. Fightin holds in, moves it to the right side. Wrist shot goes over the crossbar, comes out right in the slot on a crazy bounce, and the Icemen are fortunate to get it away and ultimately clear the zone. Jesse Lees moving it for Fightin. Fightin dropping it back into his own zone. It is Miller for Lees. Lees stick handles right up the middle through the neutral zone. Gains the red line before forehanding it in behind the net of Williams. Williams keeping it moving for Jason Binkley. Binkley for Ake. Deeks away from one man. Great shift again. He is dangling through the neutral zone. Takes it to the blue line before he finally gives it up to Sylvester. Poke check by Jacksonville. Keeps it in the zone. Gignac got that poke check. Getting it loose for Ake. Ake in the right wing corner. To the blue line, it is Hamilton. Cross ice. Michael Kim fakes the shot, now takes it. It is blocked by Wheeling. Here come the Nailers. They have numbers the other way. Sylvester into the zone, onside. Knocked free, comes back for Alfaro, and a save is made by Williams. Nobody could get the handle to it, but ultimately it was Alfaro from the left faceoff dot getting that shot on goal. Wheeling with some more pressure. Duchesne from the left circle. Throws it in front, deflected away, went off the skate of Sylvester just wide. Michael Kim tracks it down, kicks it onto his stick, feeds it to the right side for Travis Howe, and Howe will float it out into the Wheeling zone. 2:38 to go in the first period. Still no score here in Jacksonville. Howe with the forecheck. As the Nailers' Patrick McNally stick handles out of his own zone. Playing it off the boards and redirected in by the Nailers. Jacksonville's first on the puck in the form of Riker Killens. Killens can't clear it out yet, but the Nailers now mishandled it, and they have to go back to their own zone to keep possession. McNally defended by Gerdukas. Long wing-to-wing pass off the boards. Kicked away by Jacksonville. It's Wasey Rabbit ahead for Gerdukas. 2-on-2 is Matula. It's Matula with a wrister. That is deflected over the glass. And the whistle blows with 2:02 on the clock. And the Icemen will get an offensive zone face-off. Line change for each club. Jacksonville has been very balanced as of late. I think that's been a big portion for their success, big reason for their success. 10-3 in their last 13 games for the Icemen. And they're getting scoring from up and down the lineup. As Wheeling wins the draw, they'll play it to center ice. Jacksonville right back in. McNally breaks it up, knocking it free for Brady Tomlak. McNally for Matt Foley. Man goes down off the play for Wheeling. That is Rivera. And we're going to have an offside call against the Nailers with 1:42 to go. Looks like they're going to call it a two-line pass offside. So the draw will actually be outside the Nailor blue line instead of outside the Jacksonville blue line. Brandon Gignac wins it cleanly. Michael Kim gives chase into his own zone. And here come the Icemen. It is Ake from center ice. Can't play it in deep. Now he does on a second attempt as he was able to keep it in the zone. Big hit by Ake on Lees. Getting a piece of the clearing attempt was Christopher Brown, but not enough to hold it in. Michael Kim, another great play by Michael Kim, taking the body and starting the rush for Brown. Brown for Gignac. Wrist shot. Save is made. Rebound just swept away by Wheeling as that rebound was loose at the top of the crease. That play was set up by Michael Kim in that fantastic defensive effort. And now it's the Icemen back offensively. Brown playing it down low. Hamilton elects to just go back to his defensive positioning. And Jacksonville gets a line change now in the final minute of period number 1. It's Chad Duchesne up the left side. Goes by Watling and out to center ice. Jacksonville whistles it right back in. First on the puck is going to be Abbott Gerdukas. Bouncing it up into the air. Pinned up against the wall by Smith. As Duchesne plays it up the wall. Jacksonville will keep it in. Riker Killens at the right point. Wrist shot deflects behind the net. Comes free for Gerdukas on his backhand. Tries the wraparound shot. That is blocked. Rabbit holds it for Gerdukas. Knocked free by the Nailers. Watling on his forehand. Gets it ahead and out to center ice. And Jacksonville has it again. 20 seconds to go now in the period. It is Rabbit over the blue line. Held in by Killens at the right circle. Wrist shot. Oh, he had a man on the back door, but it was broken up by McNally. And now it's the Nailers with one last chance. Sylvester swept into the corner by Nick Saraceno. Excellent defense there from Nick Saraceno. And time will expire. And a pretty entertaining first period, despite it being scoreless. 11 shots for Wheeling, 7 for the Icemen, but chances galore, I think, for both clubs. And so far, I think the fans are getting their money's worth. Might have expected a bit more of an offensive outburst, but that's okay. This has been fun so far through 20 minutes of play. Only one penalty went to Jacksonville. Wheeling did not score on their power play, and we'll head into the locker room with the Icemen and Nailers scoreless after the opening 20 minutes of play. We will take a break and return in a couple minutes. When we do, we're going to have Barry Schickling and ECHL Week joining us, so stick around for that. And, of course, right after that, we'll give you an update on the ECHL scoreboard, some big games to monitor around the Eastern Conference. It's 0-0 after 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
We look to the West to hear about one team's playoff intentions. 2 ECHL players, one current, one former, have nights to remember. And another outdoor adventure is less than 8 months away. We have details. All that and more right now on ECHL Week.
Hi, welcome to ECHL Week. I'm Barry Schickling. Last week, we spoke about the playoff races in the Eastern Conference in particular, talking to members of the Jacksonville Icemen. Today, we shift our focus to the Western Conference. As recently as a few weeks ago, the Tulsa Oilers were holding down the 4th spot. Then they had some problems and fell all the way to the bottom of the standings. But they've started coming back again, and now they think they're in pretty good shape to make a playoff run. You may recall the last time the playoffs were held in 2019, Tulsa made it to the last game of the Western Conference Final before being eliminated by Toledo. The captain then, and now, is Adam Pleskach, and his duty is to make sure that the team knows and understands what's involved in getting back to the playoffs.
It's that type of stuff at this time of year when you're in this race, it's not the spot we want. I think probably 4 months ago, it was like, guys, we need to get these points so that when there's 15 games left, we're not worrying about this. But whether you like it or not, we're in this spot.
The league is so tight. With regard to the top couple teams, the rest of our division is very close. It really could come down to like the final games as far as who gets those final spots for playoffs. But as a team, we're just we're trying to approach every game with the mentality that we need to win it.
I mean, in any team, everyone knows the situation they're in, right? So everyone knows that we're in a battle here. We're in a spot that we got to win the majority of our games and got to hope for some fortunate bounces with the other teams as well, right? Because that's the way any playoff race works. But personally, I think it's fun. I mean, it's a little bit of playoffs before the playoffs happen, right? I mean, it is stressful and it's probably going to be a little taxing down the run, but I mean, that's hockey. That's the fun part about it is you get to compete with your teammates and your friends and try and accomplish something.
The Oilers know they have 3 teams to get past in order to qualify for the postseason.
The last 4 teams in our division, even though we're all relatively close, we match up very differently against each team. Kansas City, Utah, and Rapid City, like we've had games where we've really taken it to them. We've matched up well against them, and we've had games where we've kind of struggled for whatever given reason. But the talent is so good in the league this year that it's no game is easy. That's for sure.
My opening weekends, we played Rapid City, and those were the last two games they had against Rapid this year. Fortunately, we dropped 4 points there, and then we played a 2-game set against Utah this weekend and collected 4 points there. So obviously they're both good teams. The last couple weekends we have 3 or 4 games against KC, so they're all important, and you got to find a way to collect points, whether that's getting 2 each night or even pushing games to overtime, because every point matters, especially for the win percentage.
There's no debating what the Oilers have to do to be able to get that final playoff spot. The question is, will they be able to do it?
Cross the fingers if everything goes right, and when we do make playoffs, we've kind of been competing in that and in that mindset for the last month, right? So you might be able to catch a team off guard that's kind of been sitting at the top for the last little while, and maybe steal a game or two and put them on their heels, right? So that'd be the ideal situation, and hopefully something like that can happen.
The guys are working hard every day, and the guys are dialed in. We got a good group of guys, a good group of glue guys, keeping the guys together and focused. So we have full intentions of a first round matchup with, whoever it ends up in first. Obviously, we're all fighting for the 4th spot. I don't think any of us are getting the 3rd spot. So, we're all kind of just, we talk about, how would this matchup be for, this and that. So we're amped up for playoffs.
A couple of unusual stories in today's news from around the ECHL. The Utah Grizzlies and forward Travis Barron had a big night on Tuesday, a getting into the record book kind of night. Barron scored 4 goals, 3 of which were shorthanded, tying an ECHL record. Teammate Ty Lewis also scored while the Grizzlies were down a man, giving the team 4 shorties for the night. That also tied an all-time league mark. In a crucial battle for that final Western Conference berth, Utah took the game from Rapid City 5-3. Barron is under contract to the NHL's Colorado Avalanche. And speaking of the NHL, not many players make their Major League debut at the age of 28, but a longtime ECHL goaltender, Michael Hauser, has played his first 2 NHL games for the Buffalo Sabres and won them both. Hauser, who has more than 200 ECHL games under his belt, mostly with Cincinnati, made 34 saves in a 4-2 win over the New York Islanders in his NHL debut on Monday. The next night, he made 45 saves for a 4-3 shootout victory, also over the Isles. He's the first Buffalo goalie to win his first 2 starts for the team in over 20 years. Hauser's last pro game prior to the wins for the Sabres was for the Cyclones on March 7th of 2020 when he shut out Toledo 1-0. By the way, the backup goaltender to Hauser both nights early this week was Stefanos Lakis, who's played 11 games for the Fort Wayne Komets this season, including as recently as April 10th.
Preparations have begun for a big event scheduled for next season. Details next on ECHL Week.
Routines like staying active or talking to friends can help keep you centered. For more tips, visit coping-19.org.
One of the ECHL teams not in action this season is the Toledo Walleye, but that doesn't mean they're not busy. We recently spoke with General Manager Neil Newcomb, who talked about how difficult it was to make the decision not to ice a team this year.
We wrote it out as long as we could. I can't stress enough in terms of our peers around the ECHL that allowed us that time. We had a lot of optimism and hope that with the vaccines that we're going to be rolling out, that perhaps that was going to be a positive thing for us. And once we got to that first part of January, the reality of that happening just wasn't going to be the case. And we couldn't overcome the limitations that were put upon us, and that was no more than 300 people inside the arena.
Winterfest, the ECHL's second foray into outdoor play, is scheduled for December. It's going to be a very memorable event.
The plan is to have it back here in December, and there is a lot of heavy lifting that happens. You know, great staff and people that are here that work with the walleye, and also on the mud hen side, because you know that event will happen here at the ballpark, and there's a lot of effort that gets put into it. But you know what, we had such success the first go around. You know, about 60,000 people who came downtown to Toledo to the ballpark over a 10-day period. With that success, we're actually going to extend Winterfest a little bit longer and make it more of almost a 2-week period from December 17th to the 31st. So included there is the 2 walleye games the day after Christmas, and then New Year's Eve, which will be a first for us. We've never hosted a New Year's Eve game before. So we're looking forward to that.
Of course, Winterfest isn't just about the walleye in the ECHL. It's a celebration of hockey. And it's likely that tens of thousands of fans will get an opportunity to take part.
It's just really, if you're a hockey fan, and it's just a great time. And even if you're not, you know, I came across so many people that came out to Winterfest, even for like open skates that were available to the general public. They're out here at midnight going skating at the ballpark on an ice rink, and you know, and for them, they just got off the the second shift of work or whatever, and may have never been to the ballpark, may have never been exposed to the walleye before, but at the same time, it was cool for them to do something like that.
And when the puck drops this autumn in Toledo for the first time in a year and a half, just like it will in many other ECHL cities, it's going to be a wonderful day.
And it'll be a special time, you know, and our hope really is that, you know, can we be back close to that 100% capacity, because I think when that puck drops on November 6th, the Huntington Center is going to be rocking.
It's time for our regular highlight check. Here's the best of the week.
Here's Aaron Luchak, one of the league's top scorers, showing why with this deft redirection in a victory against the Stingrays. Liam Pecoraro of Greenville earns an assist here, showing some serious puck handling prior to his dish to teammate Frank DiChiara for a goal.
A goal on the back door on the power play! It's Frankie D on the board for Greenville.
Here's a strange one. We can tell you that Peter Quenville of Rapid City gets this one into the net. We can't tell you how. But it gave the Rush an OT victory against Kansas City. One more OT winner. This is Alan Spencer Osachuk with a nice redirection to give the Americans a Western Conference win over Wichita. And finally, newly acquired Fort Wayne goaltender Trevor Gorsuch makes a boo-boo handling the puck. But not to worry for the Comets. He gets back to the crease in time to make the save in this game at Wheeling.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow us and like us on all of our social media channels. We appreciate that. Keep up to date on everything that's going on throughout the ECHL. Some other good stuff on there too. See you next time. Take care.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze. The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
And we are back in downtown Jacksonville. Arlie Johnson with you just a couple of minutes before the start of period number 2. No score here between the Icemen and Wheeling Nailers. Pretty entertaining period, I thought, despite the scoreless deadlock. Wheeling out shooting Jacksonville 11-7 in the opening frame. The Nailers did have one power play. Obviously, they did not convert on it. No power plays for Jacksonville. We do have time to go through the ECHL scoreboard very quickly, at least in the Eastern Conference. Critical matchups across the East in terms of playoff implications for the Icemen. First one is down I-4, where the Orlando Solar Bears are hosting the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, a pair of teams that are both ahead of Jacksonville in the standings right now. So hard to really put a finger on who you want to win. If you're asking me personally, I think I'd give it to Greenville. I think Orlando will be a little easier to catch up to than Greenville, but I guess either way, you just want that to be maybe a sweep, because these teams play each other tonight and tomorrow. In fact, all games tonight in the Eastern Conference, the exact same matchup will be tomorrow. So Greenville is at Orlando right now. It is the Solar Bears on top 1-0. Worst case scenario is overtime in that game where each team gets points. But right now it is Orlando on top at home 1-0. Elsewhere, another critical one with Icemen playoff implications. The Florida Everblades are hosting the South Carolina Stingrays both tonight and tomorrow. That game is tied at 1 right now, midway through the first period. That game got started a little bit after this one here between the Icemen and the Nailers. So 1-1 between Florida and South Carolina. And the other one that we will watch for, but we're definitely not going to get a final score on tonight anyway during our broadcast, is the Indy Fuel. They are on the road. Indy begins a 9-game road trip tonight. They have a pair of games in Fort Wayne, so a Indiana matchup between the Fuel and Comets tonight. They have not yet started. They're about 10 minutes away from the opening face-off of that one. But again, it is Indy at Fort Wayne. Jacksonville definitely looking for a pair of Fort Wayne victories this weekend, as Indy is definitely within reach for that playoff spot. If Jacksonville can catch Orlando, Indy, or Greenville, they would move into 4th place and ultimately into playoff position. Of course, they also have to keep an eye on the South Carolina Stingrays, who are neck and neck with the Icemen as well. We are back. Second period now underway between the Icemen and Nailers, and a steal from Jacksonville in the zone. Cross ice looking a one-timer just wide. Excellent play by Aaron Nazarian with a steal, and Saraceno did not miss by much. Saraceno gets it back to the blue line. It is Hamilton. Shot goes towards Bradford. Bradford tries to wrap it around in front, and unable to get that shot on goal was Nick Saraceno. He had an open side of the net, but he couldn't put it in. It went off the side of the net instead. There was a lot of traffic in front, but a fantastic opening shift here from the Icemen. Just 27 seconds in, and Nick Saraceno just missed, putting the Icemen on top twice in that opening 30 seconds. So a good push here from Jacksonville to start things off. And we'll see if that can carry some momentum into the next shift. It's Mike Zmatula on the draw. He's got Wasey Rabbit on the left side, Abbott Gerdukis in the slot on the right wing. Nailers win the draw. Foley got tripped up, plays it behind the net instead for Patrick McNally. McNally flips it into the air. Killens tried to keep that puck in play, but it ended up going off somebody at the Jacksonville bench. Right by their trainer, Scott McClay. Scoots getting involved, and a little airtime there for Scoots. Also on the bench, of course, Jeremy Hollowell, the equipment manager. I don't see Patrick Murphy on the bench right now. Murph must be back in the sideline somewhere, the strength and conditioning coach. And of course, inside the bubble, my broadcast partner, only silent this year, Alex Reed, the one and only Reader, also in the back there, in the background there. As the Nailers have possession at their own line. It is Foley. wing-to-wing feed. It's out of the reach of Watling. Comes free for the Icemen. No icing as Jacksonville plays it down low. Starrett will feed it for Foley. And Matt Foley up the right side. Goes off a skate, but still with the Nailers. Now it's center ice, a steal from Jacksonville. Zmatula to the right wing for Gerdukis. Flip pass on the sauce for Zmatula. Tried to center for Rabbit. Couldn't get it to him. The Nailers were able to knock it free. And it goes off a skate and now deep into Jacksonville's end for an icing call against the Nailers. Curious if there's going to be some bad blood between these two clubs by the time the weekend is over. There's been anything but so far. I know a lot of people, a lot of Icemen fans were really looking forward to a reunion with former Icemen captain Garrett Hunt, who is a member of the Wheeling Nailers, but he has been injured for a long time. He's only played 7 games all year, a hand injury for him. He did not make the trip here to Jacksonville, so the Icemen will not see Garrett Hunt when it's all said and done this weekend, as the Icemen get a steal in the offensive zone. Looking for the give and go. Ake couldn't get a stick on it. Evingson steps up and keeps it in the zone down low. And a whistle and a stoppage in play. There's a man hurt for Wheeling. I believe that is Foley. He is up on his feet right now. Maybe just a stinger on his arm, not sure. Pascal Ake going back to the bad blood. Anything but bad blood. It was actually great sportsmanship there from Pascal Ake, putting his hand on Foley's shoulder, as if to say, you okay, buddy? You know, no intention, obviously, from that. Just a collision that didn't go well for Matt Foley. Faceoff will be outside the Wheeling blue line as the Icemen send out Brandon Gignac with Ake and Christopher Brown. Thought Gignac had a very strong start to this game. Not easy to do when you've missed a month of hockey, to come back in and all of a sudden feel like you just never missed a beat. But that's how he looked in the first period. Hopefully his skating legs will keep him available and keep his stamina up throughout the contest. As the Icemen look for the puck at neutral ice, instead it is Wheeling, only to give it up to Croy Evingson. Evingson can't play it in deep either, but it comes loose for the Icemen. It's Ake with a wrister that is blocked. Comes up high where it's held in by Binkley. Wrist shot on net, and Starrett will gobble it up into his midsection and cover it up for the draw. Full changes for both clubs. The Icemen will send out what is effectively their fourth line, at least as much of a fourth line as you can get. Only 11 forwards dressed in ECHL play, so Derek Lodermeyer and Travis Howe are 2 of them. And double shifting here for the Icemen is going to be Abbott Gerdukis to complete the line. Lodermeyer on the draw, wins it to Travis Howe. Howe in the right wing corner, tries to center, plays it into the corner for Gerdukis. Gerdukis trying to find Howe, but it's stolen and played out by the Nailers. This will be icing again against Wheeling. And we'll come back into the Nailer zone. Just over 2 minutes gone by in the second period. Still no score here in Jacksonville, as the Icemen try to create a new winning streak after they had a pair of 5-game winning streaks in an 11-game stretch. They've lost their last 2, however, so they're trying to get back in the W column here tonight. And perhaps if things go well against the last place Nailers, maybe a 3-game sweep, but we got to play them 1 game at a time here and see if the Icemen can just get a victory and 2 points tonight. Let's start with tonight, as Michael Kim just flattens a man as the Nailers tried to play it into the Jacksonville zone. Comes up high for the Icemen, and here comes Michael Kim now starting the rush. Lodermeyer had it knocked away at center ice, but Gerdukis gets it back, looking for Travis Howe. Howe taps it into the zone. He'll chase after it. Duchesne beats him to it by a stride. Howe finishes his check as the Nailers have it deep in their own zone. Long lead pass. That goes by everybody. Will this be icing again? Yes, it will. And the Icemen are going to get a line change where Wheeling has to keep their same 5 guys out on the ice. The Icemen will send out Eric Bradford, who's got 12 points in his last 9 games for Jacksonville. He's been red hot. He actually had a point streak snapped on Wednesday. Did not factor in the scoring for the Icemen against the Swamp Rabbits. That was a 4-2 loss for the Icemen. Bradford now tossed from the draw, so Nick Saraceno will have to take it. Aaron Azarian keeps the completes the forward line. Nailers control the draw. It is Sylvester flipping it very high in the air at the blue line. It's batted down by Jacksonville. Nailers get it back, long cross ice look, and it's going to be called offside against Jacksonville. Bradford can't believe it. He thought that he had gloved it down to his stick inside the blue line, but Cole Rui, the linesman, decided otherwise. Shots on net now 11-9. Only 2 shots on. They're going to call this an intentional offside against Jacksonville. I'm shocked at that. I think Bradford had no idea that that play was offside. He was completely befuddled that they had called it an offside in the first place. So he just thought he was going for the steal. Nailers do not have a shot on net as of yet in the second period. Jacksonville with 2. And the Icemen have certainly had the edge in the opening couple of minutes here of this period. Nick Saraceno, in fact, in the opening 30 seconds, very nearly gave the Icemen the lead on a pair of occasions on that first shift. So the draw does come into the Icemen zone, right side of Charles Williams. Nick Rivera on the draw for Wheeling. Eric Bradford for the Icemen. The Icemen win it, but they immediately ice it, and we're going to do it again. Like to see this game open up, I think, a little bit more for Jacksonville. Instead of playing tight to the vest, they've been very good offensively. Not that they're super tight to the vest right now. I like the way that they've come out here in this second period. I think maybe as soon as the ice is broken and somebody takes a 1-0 lead, I think this game could really open up at that point. Just a matter of when that happens. Puck is down. Jacksonville controls. It's Saraceno. Skating through center ice, gains the red line, passes it for Nazarian, who taps it into the corner, left wing side, playing it around the boards. Rivera sweeps it around, held in by Eric Bradford, down low for Saraceno, looking for Nazarian in front, can't get the pass away, he'll move it to the blue line instead. Miller from the left point, wrister in front, deflected away. Nazarian got a piece of it. Bradford plays it around the boards. It comes to the right side for Killens. Killens floating it ahead, knocked free by McNally, and the Nailers will skate through center. Cockerell. A soft toss into the zone. And it is Riker Killens. Long lead pass, stretch pass for Saraceno into the zone. Winding as Miller takes the shot, save made by Starrett as Miller saw some extra space and closed in a little bit tighter. Now the Nailers in transition, 2-on-1. Right wing side feed. Oh, what a save by Williams. It was a beauty from Williams with the left pad, keeping this one scoreless on the 2-on-1 from Wheeling. The Nailers did everything they were supposed to do, as now the Nailers lose it in the offensive zone. A steal from Jacksonville. Brown steps in, moves to the forehand, can't get the shot away. Icemen couldn't get it back. I was waiting for a penalty call. It didn't come, and now we are back to open ice, and things really are opening up here, as each team gets a great chance to take the lead, but the goaltending of Charles Williams keeps it ahead. Stretch pass for Jacksonville. Ake just missed on receiving that breakaway pass. He'll bring it into the zone instead, and the Icemen try to pry it loose, but Starrett will freeze it right at the short side post. And this game continues to have a lot of action despite the lack of scoring. Oh, I'd love to see that save from Charles Williams again, pushing off from post to post and just getting enough with the left leg to keep this one 0-0. As good a save as you'll see, a potential ECHL Save of the Week nominee right there, without question. And on the other end, Pascal Ake very nearly received a home run pass for a breakaway. As the Nailers win the faceoff in their zone, they'll play it out to center. Jacksonville right back in, and an errant pass from Wheeling. It's stolen by the Icemen. Gerdukas in the right wing corner. He'll reverse it to the near side wall. Wasey Rabbit turns away from Alfaro. Plays it underneath, centering feed. Stolen by Wheeling, and a backhand feed sends away Cody Sylvester. Sylvester over the blue line offside as Austin Fighton tried to gain the zone. 15:04 to go in the second period. Still 0-0 between the Icemen and Nailers. I'm not sure if we're going to get to see a replay from that Charles Williams save, but it was a 10-bell save without question. Icemen win the draw at center ice. It is Miller for Killens. Kicking it ahead for Howe, who drives it in behind the Wheeling net. Starrett really caught behind. Didn't know whether to play the puck or not, and the Icemen get a steal. Backhand in front, poking at it, but unable to put it in is Travis Howe. We will, however, have a penalty, and it is on the Nailers. So the first power play of the night now for Jacksonville. As Shane Starrett, I think, really created his own problem there. Hooking against Patrick McNally, who may be the Nailers' best defenseman as well. Certainly their best offensive defenseman. But the Icemen to the power play. Jacksonville's power play has been better as of late. 11th overall in the league now at 15.7%. Wheeling's penalty kill, again, last in the league. Only 78% for the Nailers, and Jacksonville wins the offensive zone draw. Hamilton to the left circle for Gignac. Gignac along the boards, plays it off the wall, back for Hamilton, left point for Gignac again, two-man hockey. Gignac with the seam pass. Hamilton with a one-timer. Save is made by Shane Starrett. Hamilton hoping for a deflection in front. Unable to get a piece there was Christopher Brown in front of the net. The forwards for Jacksonville, Pascal Ake, Brandon Gignac, and Christopher Brown. At the blue line, it's Trevor Hamilton as the only defenseman. The fourth forward is Nick Saracino. Brown will take the draw. He has Gignac in the slot to his left. Taking the face-off for the Nailers is rookie forward Matt Alfaro, and the Icemen win another draw. Right point, it's Saracino, holds the shot. Hamilton fakes the shot. Gignac at the left circle. Down low, in the bumper, a shot is blocked as Ake tried to pull the trigger. Beautifully set up, but the shot was blocked. Ake gets it back. Hamilton, or Gignac rather. Seam pass deflects for Saracino, but he keeps it in at the right point. Saracino, defended by Alfaro. Behind the goal line, it is Brown. Brown on his forehand, looks for an opening, feeds it for Gignac. Good puck possession here from the Icemen. Cross ice, Saracino, wrist shot, it goes wide. Comes back off the wall for Gignac. Into the bumper, it's Hamilton now to the left circle for Gignac. Gignac playing it underneath, looking for the centering feed. Knocked free for the Icemen, they get it back again. Down to 58 seconds on the power play. Seam pass, centering feed, deflected. Saracino gets it back. Excellent power play from Jacksonville. Gignac at the left circle. Pulls the trigger, save is made by Starrett. No rebound. And an excellent power play here from the Icemen. Unable to puncture Shane Starrett, however. The big, rangy 6'5" netminder for the Nailers. And Jacksonville will come out with their second power play unit. Derek Lodermeyer, who had a power play goal on Wednesday for the Icemen. He'll center this line with Mike Zmatula and Abbott Gerdukis. Head coach Jason Christie likes having Lodermeyer on the power play because of his big frame, trying to put that 6'2", 220 in front of the goaltender to try and create some traffic and some screen shots. He's also a good centerman. So we'll see if Lodermeyer can win the draw back to Wasey Rabbit at the blue line. And he does exactly that. Rabbit, left point, playing it for Gerdukis at the half wall. Underneath it is Lodermeyer. Gerdukis gets it back to the blue line, it's Rabbit. Cross ice, Riker Killens walks into one and fires, and another save by Starrett. He was able to see that one all the way. Lodermeyer could not get his body in front of the shooting lane of that one, but Killens let one rip from 45 feet out. But Starrett just dropping down butterfly to make the save. 34 seconds to go on this power play for the Icemen. Same five stay on the ice for Jacksonville. Draws to the left of Starrett this time. Rugby scrum for the puck. Comes free for the Icemen. It is Killens. Cross ice for Rabbit at the left point. Killens gets it back to the right circle. It is Zmatula for Killens. Rabbit again. Killens center point. Right side for Zmatula. Walks in and fires. It is deflected. It comes up high for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer to the blue line for Killens. Down to 8 seconds on the power play. Rabbit into the corner. Gerdukis looks to center. Goes to the dot. It is Killens with a wrister and a screen. That deflects to the right circle. Zmatula holds it in as we go to full strength. Zmatula with a wrist shot on goal. Save is made. Rebound, forehand. Gerdukis score! And the Icemen have finally taken the lead 1-0 just after the power play expires. The Icemen take the lead 1-0 with 12:41 to go in period number 2. Too much pressure on that power play for the Icemen. They had the puck in the offensive zone the entire 2-minute stretch. That puck never cleared the zone the entire 2 minutes as Gerdukis finally finds an opening and goes top shelf past Shane Starrett for the even strength goal. Again, it was just after the power play had expired, and now they're going to review this one. This one's under review. So don't go anywhere just yet. The only thing this could be for is whether there was interference on the goaltender. Starrett was laying down on the ice. I do know that he was down on the ice. How he got there, no idea. But that's what's going to be the determining factor in terms of whether this goal is going to count or not. And what a pivotal moment in the game this is already midway through the second period. Nobody's been able to crack the scoreboard until just now, and it might still be taken away. We're not going to be able to see a replay here. Referee Kyle Leakin looking things over with linesman Tarrington Wyanzik. Even Fang, an interested onlooker from just outside the penalty box. He's trying to look at the iPad. I don't know if he can see anything. Team captain Wasey Rabbit for the Icemen waiting at the top of the referee's circle to see if this goal is going to count or not. So it comes down to replay, whether the Icemen will take a lead or not. The longer this goes, the more worried I get about it. Well, it's over. Let's see what happens. Wyanzik comes out. Leakin gives the iPad back to the off-ice officials. What do you say, Kyle? It's a goal. It's a goal. This goal counts. Abbott Gerdukis with an even strength goal has put the Icemen on top 1-0. As now you look at the replay again, Lodermeyer was in the top of the crease, but he never made contact with Shane Starrett. So this goal is going to count. 7:19 the time of the goal. It is an even strength goal. Derek Lodermeyer, 1 assist. Riker Killens will get the other. And the Icemen have taken the lead 1-0. Jason Christie now talking with referee Kyle Leakin. He got the benefit of the goal for sure. Not the benefit, that's the wrong terminology there. It was the right call. Maybe he just wanted some clarification on something more than anything. So the Icemen on top 1-0, and we'll bring you down to Joe Massa right now.
Goal, scoring his 9th goal of the season, number 39, Abbott Gerdukis. Assisted by number 16, Derek Lodermeyer, and number 14, Riker Killens. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 19 seconds.
And the Icemen very nearly made it 2-0. Just a moment later, Shane Starrett very slow to get up from his crease, but the Nailers played into the offensive zone all alone. Sylvester with a shot. Oh, what a fantastic play defensively by Eric Bradford. Just came in and denied Sylvester that shot as he ramped it off of his stick and out of play. That was a potential sharp angle empty net opportunity there for Sylvester. And the puck is out of play, and the Icemen defensively with a great effort there to keep it 1-0 as we go to break. Abbott Gerdukis with his 9th goal of the year has put Jacksonville on top 1-0. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes. Available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze. Icemen take the lead 1-0 as Jacksonville wins the draw in their own zone. They'll play it out to center ice. Nailers come right back in and a penalty coming. I believe this is on the Icemen. Well, maybe it's just a high stick. No, it's just a high stick infraction. Usually I see the linesman make that call, but in this case it was referee Kyle Leakin making the call. Charles Williams did touch the puck with a high stick. The goaltender on the clearing attempt from Wheeling, so that's all it was. Just an infraction, not a penalty against Jacksonville. Nailers win the draw, and sharp on that save was Charles Williams right off the faceoff, making a blocker save. Rebound comes for the Icemen. Ake digs it free, pokes it off the boards, foot race for the puck. Gignac beating Jesse Lees to it. Lees, however, just knocking it free as the Icemen were trying to set up a 2-on-1. Instead, it's Wheeling. They are onside. Winquist in the right wing corner takes a hit from Hamilton. As usual, Hamilton loves to play the body. Winquist gets it back at the near side, centering feed, and it comes to the Nailers. And Watling at the blue line. That's going to be an easy offside against Wheeling. And they will blow the play dead. Matt Miller, I don't know if he just lost sight of where the blue line was or what, but he had the puck and then just kind of pulled it back a solid foot over the blue line. And once he brought it back into the zone, it was an easy offside call to make. 11:31 to go in period number 2. Patrick Watling for Wheeling, as he went to the bench, slammed his bench door. And he's having a conversation with somebody there for Wheeling. I don't know if it's their assistant coach, Brad Drobot, or what. At any rate, the Nailers have the puck in their own zone. Watling is hot over something. Couldn't tell you what it was. It almost seemed like it was more internal rather than something that happened between the Icemen and Nailers, or maybe the officials. I'm not sure. Jacksonville has possession deep in their own zone. Miller avoids a double team, but the Nailers keep it in the zone, and Williams makes a save off the forehand from Austin Fighton. A wrister from the right face-off dot. Jacksonville now out shooting the Nailers 17-14. The Icemen already have 10 shots on goal in this period and not even 9 minutes of play. Wheeling has only 3 shots on goal in this period. Draw will be to the left side of Williams. Matt Alfaro against Mike Zmatula on the draw. Zmatula wins it cleanly for Jason Binkley. Outlet pass for Gerdukis, who has the only goal of this game, just scored it on his last shift. Icemen take it deep into the Wheeling zone now. Zmatula trying to kick it free for Rabbit. Taken over by the Nailers and Chad Duchesne. Touch pass in the neutral zone. Kicks free to the Icemen. Comes free for Gerdukis. Couldn't get the pass away. Bottled up at neutral ice. Duchesne first on it for the Nailers. He'll toss it in behind the net of Williams, who leaves it there for Croy Evingson. Evingson fakes to the right, goes to the left, plays it off the boards and out to center. Nailers right back into the zone. It is Williams again for Evingson. Evingson up the left wing side. Foley got it knocked away by Wasey Rabbit, and it's going to be an icing call against the Icemen. 10:24 to go in the second period. Jacksonville leads 1-0. On Abbott Gerdukis' 9th goal of the year. Gerdukis, who was just named runner-up for ECHL Player of the Month in April. He had 17 points in April, and he picks up another goal here in May. Faceoff is controlled by the Nailers in the offensive zone. McNally's shot is blocked, goes behind the net. Rivera and Binkley do battle along the far side wall. Courtnall steps in, and a crazy bounce. It deflected in on net. And Williams able to make the save, and clearing it high off the glass and out is Evingson. Could have been icing, but Wasey Rabbit is first on the play. He will wave it off, and now it's Jacksonville getting a chance offensively because of the hustle from the captain of the Icemen, Wasey Rabbit. And now it's held in by Jacksonville. Hamilton with a shot. Save is made by Starrett. Rebound for Nazarian. And the Icemen now with some pressure. Trying to play it away, and the Nailers do get it out. They'll skate with it over the blue line, onside of the Nailers, left wing circle. Closing and shooting. It is blocked by Jacksonville and cleared out by the Icemen. It actually went off the linesman, and that prevented it being an icing against the Icemen. So we'll play on Jacksonville now with possession in their own end. It's Michael Kim on the left wing, flipping it ahead for Bradford. Bradford right up the middle for Saraceno. Drop pass for Nazarian. Wrist shot. Save is made by Starrett. Just enough with the right pad. Rebound comes up high for the Nailers. They'll move it to the neutral zone. Hamilton right back in. Could be icing. Bradford gives chase, but it's not going to be enough. It will be icing against Jacksonville with 9:11 to go in the second period. 1-1, or 1-0 is your score. I was actually just looking at the ECHL scoreboard, where the other games that I'm watching are both 1-1. Orlando and Greenville now tied at 1, and the Florida Everblades still tied at 1 as well. That Orlando game, late second period, Florida and South Carolina 1-1 after 1 period of play. Face off to the right of Icemen netminder Charles Williams. Nailers win it. It is Watling at the left face-off circle. A by one-man centering pass deflects behind the net. Watling gets it right back. Spins away from Hamilton. Spins again on him along the wall at the right near side boards. Comes to the blue line and it bounces off a man and it comes free to the Icemen. It is Nazarian ahead for Saraceno. Poke check from Wheeling, taken back by Jacksonville, and Kim will drive it around the wall. Starrett got a piece of it behind the net, and the Icemen will get a line change. 8:42 to go. Stretch pass from Wheeling. They are onside as they deflected to the right of Williams. Jacksonville ends up with it. It is Killens for Gignac. Now for Brendan Miller. Lead pass for Ake, trying to go wide on Smith. Takes him over the blue line and leaves it for Brown. Smith gets it back, and the Nailers will skate out of their zone. It's Watling from center ice, finding a man for an offside call. Ake got a piece of that pass, and that set the timing off, allowing that offside to be blown. Jacksonville on top, 1-0 is your score. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
Welcome back. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Arlie Johnson with you here on the friendly confines of the Veterans Memorial Arena. The Icemen leading 1-0. The only goal of the game belongs to Abbott Gerdukis just after a power play had expired for the Icemen. Gerdukis, in a goal mouth scramble, found an opening, and with a prone Shane Starrett, was able to beat him up high to the short side. Now it's Wheeling in the offensive zone, fighting with a wrister. Tried to get a stick in front in Alfaro, but he couldn't find it. And it comes loose for the Icemen. Trying to wing it around the boards is Miller, held in by the Nailers. Comes to the blue line for Smith. Wrist shot and the save made by Williams. He'll hold on to it and take the draw to his left side. Quick look at your scratches for the Icemen. Try to do this early in the game. It never seems to go that way. There's just always so much going on. But I can tell you that your scratches tonight, Jacob Friend is out. Chase Harrison is scratched. Jacob Cedarholm, Jacob Panetta. Craig Martin is a healthy scratch along with Keegan Howdeshell, Calder Brooks, and Jake Elmer is a scratch tonight. Elmer is scratched because of the reinsertion of Brandon Gignac into the lineup. Gignac took Elmer's place in the lineup. Wheeling wins the draw. Their wrist shot deflects out of play, and we'll drop it again. Derek Lodermeyer on the faceoff for Jacksonville, being opposed by Brady Tomlak. And Lodermeyer wins this one cleanly. It's Binkley. Cross ice look, trying to set up Travis Howe. It was an aerial pass. Howe couldn't get a piece, but no icing here. It works just as well as a clear in as Duchesne plays it up the middle. Wheeling, very dangerous outlet pass, but they got away with it and played it to center ice. Icemen back through center, trying to knock it free right at the penalty box doors is Lodermeyer. He'll play it back into his own end for Croy Evingson. Cross ice, it is Binkley. Binkley up the right side. Good touch pass to Lodermeyer to Howe. Travis Howe is into the zone offensively. Overskated the puck. Actually, the puck looked like it hit a soft spot on the ice, and it just kind of checked up and stopped on him. So a tough break there for Travis Howe as the Nailers take it into the offensive zone. Cockerell with a drop pass goes straight to Travis Howe, and Howe will sweep it ahead for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer will deflect into the zone as Howe blew a tire as he was trying to turn on the play. The Icemen change up with 6:55 to go in the second period. Nailers control the puck behind their own net. It's Matt Foley with possession. Foley right up the middle, deflects to the Jacksonville blue line. Michael Kim steps up, comes loose for the Icemen. The puck is lying on the dasher. It was actually just stopped on the dasher for a little while. Finally it comes loose and the Icemen have it deep in their own end. Gerdukas with a touch pass. Can't clear it out the first time. Gets it to the blue line but not out the next time. Williams struggling with a glove save there, but he did make it, and it comes free on the rebound for the Icemen. It's Matula with a sharp angle shot. That is deflected out of play, and the clock stops with 6:20 to go. Williams has played well tonight, but that was 2 times in a row now that he's had a shot go in and out of his glove. And the draw will end up in the Wheeling zone. So despite the couple of tricky moments there for Williams with the glove, he still looks very good here. Saving all 16 shots that have come his way as the Icemen try to pull it loose on the draw. Looking for the shot was Gignac. He couldn't get it. Forcing the Nailers deeper, however, as Foley has it behind there deep in the corner. Tries to knock it free for, looked like that was Brendan Harris. Tough to tell as the Nailers clear it out of the zone. Bouncing puck, and the Nailers now in the offensive zone. Give it up to Jacksonville. Hot potato here. Nobody can get the handle to it. Finally, it's Wheeling taking over, but they have to go back in their own end for it. Jesse Lees, the former South Carolina Stingray, for Patrick McNally. McNally's lead pass deflected into the zone by Matt Alfaro. It is Brendan Miller for the Icemen. On the right wing, backhand feed for Ake. Ake cannot gain the zone. He'll drop it back and then turn on a man, trying to feed it forward, but it's intercepted by the Nailers and jostling over the blue line. Poke check from Jacksonville, and it sends Pascal Ake on his way. Gignac will forehand in. Starrett first on the puck, and the Icemen again will get a line change. 5:10 to go in the second period. Jacksonville leads 1-0. Nailers have the puck in their own territory. It is Lees on the left wing, defended by Nazarian. Nazarian steals, fires, save, rebound, goes wide on the play. Nazarian goes down, and no call from Kyle Leakin as the Nailers will clear it and ice it. Kyle Leakin was staring at Nazarian the whole way, and Bradford pokes a man after the whistle. That was Jesse Lees. The crowd is beside themselves. Jason Christie, an interested onlooker as well. Saraceno, alternate captain for the Jacksonville Icemen, wondering what the call, why no call. As Lees' stick was way up high on Nazarian and swiped him across the face. I don't think that they can replay for double minor penalties at the ECHL level. I also don't know if that draw drew blood or not. Either way, it did not go the way of the Icemen, and it stays 5-on-5. It will be an offensive zone draw for the Icemen, but that's it. And Jacksonville does win it. It's Evingson, left point, cross ice for Binkley. Bounces off of his stick, he gets it back and plays it for Mike Matula. Then it's Wasey Rabbit behind the net for Gerdukas. And the crowd voicing their displeasure with a nice little chant for referee Kyle Leakin as the Icemen hold it in the zone. Rabbit 2-on-1, centering feed, deflects, and scores! 2-0 Icemen! On a centering feed from Wasey Rabbit that I believe went off the skate of Wheeling defenseman Matt Miller and ended up right between the legs of Shane Starrett. And the Icemen have now gone up by a pair. I believe this is going to be Wasey Rabbit's goal. It's definitely going to be Rabbit's goal, as Miller actually went down to his knees to try and block that shot, but he just slid it right into the net on the deflection. So the Icemen up 2-0 as Wasey Rabbit with the move at center ice on the Jumbotron as we bring you to Joe Massa.
Scoring his 7th goal of the season, and number 20, Wasey Rabbit. Assisted by number 9, Mike Smatula. And number 18, Croy Evingson. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 31 seconds.
14:31 the time of the goal, or 15:31 rather, 15:31 the time of the goal. And congratulations to Croy Evingson as well. His first professional point on that goal to Wasey Rabbit. We also are going to have a penalty, I believe, to Wheeling on this whistle. We'll take a break and come back in just a moment, but the Icemen have taken control of this game. They lead the Wheeling Nailers by a score of 2-0. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL. Jacksonville has a 2-0 lead. Goals from Abbott, Gerdukis, and Wasey Rabbit. For Rabbit, that was his 7th of the year. At 15:31, there was no penalty on the play. I thought there might have been, but we skate 5-on-5 as they face off as in the Wheeling zone, and the Icemen really trying to put the pressure on the Nailers now as they keep the puck in with Trevor Hamilton going wide on a man. Centering feed knocked aside by Starrett as Hamilton was looking for the stick of Pascal Ake. Nailers back in the offensive zone, centering feed, centering pass all alone, and somehow it ends up staying out of the net as the Icemen sweep it away. Austin Fighton had a wide open net, and now it's Jacksonville coming back. Ake over the blue line on his backhand, shot on net, and Starrett makes the save. Austin Fighton had a wide open 4x6 opening with nobody near him, and somehow he couldn't put it in the net. I don't know what could have happened. He's their leading goal scorer. That's the guy that they would have wanted to score for the Nailers. It just didn't go in, and the Icemen ultimately swept it out of the crease and kept it out. Charles Williams very, very thankful as the Nailers had a great play offensively. They worked that 3-on-2 to perfection. They did everything but score. Williams was down and out because of the back and forth lateral passing there from the Nailers. He had no chance. It was just a matter of Fighton missing it. Fighton was fighting the puck there. I love those dad jokes that I have to give every now and again as we come back to live play. Nailers get a shot wide of the goal. Off the short side, it comes off the end boards, and a little more pressure here from the Nailers. Foley at the right point, just keeps it in at the line. Takes a bump from Saraceno as Rivera plays it cross ice. From the blue line, wrist shot goes wide, short side, comes right back through the crease on a centering pass. And Wheeling trying to center, knocked free, and it comes loose for Saraceno. Saraceno for Bradford, up the right wing, it's Nazarian. Moving on McNally. Nazarian looking for Bradford in the right wing corner. Knocked away, but not out yet. Nazarian holds it in. Nazarian looking for Gignac. Back for Nazarian. Into the corner, it's Bradford. Bradford, what a feed for Gignac. It was just out of his reach. I actually thought it was on the tape. Gignac, I thought, just missed it. But more pressure here from the Icemen. Smelling blood as the Nailers now will reverse it. Rivera tries to clear out from the near side boards. Jacksonville looking to complete a line changes. Howe holds it in for Jacksonville. Shot towards goal, deflects behind the net. Lodermeyer and McNally tangle for it. Comes loose for McNally. Lodermeyer looks to center. Knocked free by the Nailers. Played ahead, and finally Wheeling plays it out to center ice off the stick of Lawton Courtnall. Jacksonville right back in. Travis Howe is onside from the circle, dropping it to the blue line, and a shot from Evingson goes well over the crossbar. It barely stayed in play. Rabbit now with a centering pass. On his backhand, Evingson with a shot towards goal. That is blocked by the Nailers, and it's held in by Jacksonville again. Knocked in behind the net by Lodermeyer. Nailers will try to clear once more. At the line, it's a steal by Rabbit. Rabbit looks to set up Zmatula. Zmatula takes it behind the Wheeling net. Zmatula looks for a man. He finds it at the blue line. Binkley with a drive. That goes up high, deflected away, and Starrett with a save. As Rabbit was looking for his second of the period. All Jacksonville right now, 2-0 with the lead. The Icemen with 15 shots on goal in this period. They're going to call this outside the blue line. Maybe they call Jacksonville with touching the puck with a high stick. Zmatula, Rabbit up front along with Abbott Gerdukis. Nailers have possession. They'll play it up the middle for Watling. Winquist sweeps it around behind the Jacksonville net. Williams leaves it there for Michael Kim. Kim up the wall, stolen by the Nailers. Centering pass goes right through the slot, nobody home. Held in by Wheeling. Michael Kim tries to tap it away from Winquist. Winquist on the backhand to the blue line, and the Nailers with a little more pressure here. Watling is defended by Zmatula. Watling all the way to the blue line, spins on Zmatula at the left wing circle. Wrist shot deflects, and it goes in the net. And it's going to be a goal for the Nailers on a deflection. Williams got a piece of it, but not enough to keep it out of the net. It's going to be a goal for the Nailers. I believe it's going to be Josh Winquist. And with 1:14 to go in the second period, it's now a 2-1 hockey game. Perhaps Jared Cockerell. Yeah, they will give it to Cockerell on the deflection. Williams actually got the initial save, but the puck went up into the air, and Cockerell knocked it out of midair for that goal. That is his first goal of the season at 18:46. And the Icemen still very much in a battle here with Wheeling. And a late goal from the Nailers, cutting this deficit in half. So the draw at center ice, and Jacksonville controls. They've certainly outplayed the Nailers in this second period. They've got the lead because of it, but only one now. Patrick Watling and Chad Duchesne assist on that goal. 2-1 hockey game now. Puck is in the neutral zone, right at the penalty box doors along the boards. Swept free by the Nailers. They'll get it deep in their own zone. We're in the final minute of play in period number 2. 45 seconds to go. Fighting from neutral ice. Plays it into the zone, looking for Alfaro. Alfaro cannot get the centering feed. It comes for the Icemen. Spinning away from one man is Saraceno. Sweeps up the left side for Eric Bradford, and here come the Icemen with a 3-man rush. Bradford gains the line. Touches it into the corner for Nazarian. Nazarian knocked off the play. Wheeling will swing it around to the far side boards. Sylvester gives it up to Ake. Comes to the blue line for Gignac for the Icemen. Gignac into the slot for Miller. Couldn't get the shot away. He had to try and calm the puck down first. Miller, seam pass, finds its way to Gignac. Gignac with a wrister on goal. Save is made. Rebound to the blue line with 5 seconds to go. Shot is blocked in front and cleared by the Nailers. 1 second left and time will expire. And the Icemen will go into the locker room with the lead. They thought it was going to be a multi-goal lead, but not the case as Wheeling scores late to make it 2-1. That period was dominated by the Icemen until about the last 3 or 4 minutes of it, when Wheeling started giving a little bit more of a push. But the Icemen took the lead in that second period. Remember, we were scoreless after 1, but Jacksonville on the board at the 7:19 mark of the second period. Abbott Gerdukis, his 9th of the year, just after a power play had expired. Assisting on the goal, Derek Lodermeyer and Riker Killens. The Icemen then made it 2-0 on Wasey Rabbit's 7th goal of the season, set up by Mike Zmatula and Croy Evingson. For Evingson, that is his first professional point with the secondary assist on Rabbit's goal. That tally was at 15:31 of the second period. And again, as I alluded to, Wheeling scores late with just 1:14 remaining in the period. Jared Cockerell makes it a 2-1 game with his first goal of the season. Shots on goal in that period. Jacksonville had 17. They have a 2-period total of 24. For the Nailers, they only had 7. Their total through 2 is 18. We will take a break and return with your ECHL Plays of the Week, brought to you by Mike Folta of the Florida Everblades. We'll also have your scoreboard update with several crucial games around the Eastern Conference. But your Plays of the Week coming up on the back end of these commercials. It is 2-1 Jacksonville after 2 periods of play. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best. Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze. The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slot, slap shot, off the glove, and in! Now toward the net, he scores! Slip that out to the blue line, shot, score! Rodney scores! The goal scores! Let's rewrite the record book! It's a hat trick. Skates in over the line, Deeks shoots, shot! In the slot, shot, save, game is over!
Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to the ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm this week's host, Mike Folta, broadcast assistant for the Florida Everblades. Let's start in the Midwest, where the Indy Fuel are battling for playoff positioning in the Eastern Conference. Veteran forward Terry Broadhurst has been a strong addition to the Indy lineup, tallying 8 points in 8 games since signing in April. He had a big hand in giving Indy a 2-goal third-period lead Sunday against league-leading Fort Wayne, including this third-period shorthanded goal. Here's Andrew Smith on the Fuel Broadcast Network.
And Broadhurst forces it free from Sadlowski. Broadhurst takes it in, right circle, to the forehead, scores! Terry Broadhurst with a short-handed goal as he had a partial breakaway, took it to the forehand, and roofed it past the goaltender bay down to the Fuel lead at 3-1.
Broadhurst later added a power play goal in the third for a 2-goal game, helping the Fuel gain a point from the overtime contest. The Wheeling Nailers ran into a difficult week last week as they dropped a couple of decisions to the rival Fort Wayne Comets. One of the bright spots from those contests came on Friday night when Brendan Harris netted his first professional goal.
Behind the net, Wish Charchik looks to center, and Marino, great job getting back defensively. Nailers buzz it ahead. Here comes Harris, right side, getting in, and he scores! Brendan Harris with his first professional goal flips it past Gorsuch and ties it for the Nailers. It's 1-1 with 2:44 gone in the second.
That was DJ Avasala on Mix 97.3 WKWK in Wheeling. On Sunday, the Greenville Swamp Rabbits scored 3 unanswered goals to jump out in front 3-0 against the Jacksonville Icemen. This insurance marker by rookie defender Alec Rawhauser later stood as his first career game-winning goal.
Off the draw to Ingham's right as he looks over his shoulder. Saraceno will fight for a loose puck, but there is Horror beneath the line. DiChiara, a nice pass towards inside for Knott, and here comes Greenville transitioning, not going towards the net. Pass from the far wing from Reddick, never made it on through, but Knott throwing a check. On the left wing, Rawhauser, his shot, score! Yes, sir! A dart from Rawhauser! From the top of the left circle, 6:30 left to the second. The Bitch lead, 3-0.
That was Matt Trust on the Greenville Swamp Rabbits Broadcast Network. We've got ECHL action on every day this week. The Orlando Solar Bears took down the South Carolina Stingrays 3-2 on Monday. Then we've got 2 more games on Tuesday. A solid slate of 4 games on Wednesday. One matchup between the Wichita Thunder and the Kansas City Mavericks on Thursday, and 6 ECHL contests coming up on Friday. It'll be a fun weekend around the ECHL as well. We've got a full docket on Saturday when all 14 teams will be in action. Sunday holds a pair of matchups to finish out the week. Conference races are getting tighter and tighter as we come down the final stretch. Be sure to tune into your local stations to see where your team sits in the race to get to the Kelly Cup playoffs. Let's all go out and enjoy some fun from the Premier AA Hockey League. From the Sunshine State, this is Mike Folta, wishing you all a great week.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze. The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
Welcome back to the Publix rink at the Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Jacksonville. This is Arlie Johnson with you as the Icemen are on top of the Wheeling Nailers by a score of 2-1 after 2 periods of play. It was 2-0 briefly, but the Nailers scoring with just over a minute left in the second period to cut the deficit in half. Icemen goal scorers Abbott Gerdukis, his 9th, and Wasey Rabbit, his 7th of the year. To the ECHL scoreboard with 3 very important games around the league that involve playoff implications for the Icemen. We'll start in Orlando, where the Solar Bears and Greenville Swamp Rabbits are now tied at 2. That is early in the third period. Orlando just did tie the game very early in the third period. In fact, in the opening minute, Matthew Spencer made it a 2-2 hockey game. The last thing the Icemen want is for that one to go to overtime, so hopefully somebody will take the lead in the next 16 minutes and change and end up winning it in regulation. The Florida Everblades are struggling, everybody. They are hosting the South Carolina Stingrays. Jacksonville would love for Florida to defeat the Stingrays tonight, as South Carolina is essentially neck and neck with the Icemen right now. But no, it is South Carolina. They've rattled off 3 unanswered goals, a pair of them from Andrew Chernichin. They have a 3-1 lead at Florida after 2 periods of play. If Florida loses that game, that will put them on a 6-game winless streak. And if you combine it with a Greenville victory, if the Swamp Rabbits end up defeating Orlando tonight with a Florida regulation loss, and amazingly, you would be talking about Greenville pulling into a first-place tie for the division lead with the Florida Everblades, something that I thought would not be possible, that anyone would catch up to Florida this year, but Greenville is about to do just that. Take that with a grain of salt, as Greenville has played 3 more games than Florida, so Florida would still have the advantage in terms of winning percentage, which is the ultimate tiebreaker, but it does give you an idea of just how close those 2 teams are. Again, a Greenville win with a Florida regulation loss, and both of those teams would finish the night with 70 points in the standings. The other game that we are watching this evening is the Indy Fuel. They start a 9-game road trip tonight. They are in Fort Wayne against the Comets, and so far good news for the Icemen there. After 1 period of play, it is Fort Wayne in the lead by a score of 1-0. Anthony Petrozelli with a goal for the Comets in that one, as Jacksonville is looking for Indy to lose as often as possible to see if the Icemen can leapfrog them in the standings. If Indy loses tonight and if the Icemen win tonight, Jacksonville would be within 1 point of the Indy Fuel in the standings. At one point in late February, the Icemen were 21 points behind Indy in the standings. They could be within 1 point by the end of the night. So that is what is at stake right now. That is what we see around the scoreboard. Jacksonville right now with 58 points on the season. They actually have 2 points fewer than South Carolina, but because the Icemen have played 2 fewer games, the Icemen have a slight edge in winning percentage over the Stingrays. They are 3 points behind Indy in the standings. They are 5 points behind Orlando in the standings. So going back to that Greenville-Orlando game, I suppose all things being equal, you'd probably want Greenville to win that game from an Iceman perspective. It would be easier to catch up to Orlando than it would be to Greenville. And that is your scoreboard watch. Now let's go to the watch on the ice. Puck is down. 3rd period is just underway. Jacksonville leads 2-1. The Icemen have control of the puck. They are skating from my left to my right here in this 3rd period as the Icemen have it through center ice. Nazarian wristing it around the boards. Starrett unable to block it behind the net, but it comes up high to the Nailers. Alfaro on his backhand gives it up. It's stolen by Nazarian. Off the boards and back behind the Nailer net. First on it there for Wheeling is Chad Duchesne. He'll drop it back behind his goal. And with plenty of time and space now is Adam Smith for the Nailers. Wasey Rabbit peeling off on the left wing side. He'll defend on Matt Alfaro. Duchesne for the Nailers gets to center ice. He'll forehand it in. Williams blocks it behind his own net. He'll send it up the boards and over the blue line. This will be called offside. Nailers were hoping that they would keep it in, but just over the line and out of the zone. Still in the opening minute of period number 2. I think this is a pretty crucial next goal. Goes without saying, really. Jacksonville up by 1, but you certainly don't want to give Wheeling any thought that they can get back into this hockey game. I think taking a 2-goal lead would potentially be the end of it against the Nailers as Jacksonville taps it into the Wheeling zone. And it's the Icemen first on the puck as well. Gignac on his backhand, turns and tries to move it by Winquist. Up along the wall, the Nailers get it free to center ice. Jacksonville right back. It is Brown with a wrister on net. Starrett puts it right into his logo with a hockey mask that looks like Jason from Friday the 13th in gold and black with a pair of I guess, railroad kind of nails. I think that's probably the best way to describe the actual nail from their team name, the Nailers. If anything happens in that game between Orlando and Greenville, I will try to keep you updated. They have 13 minutes left in that game, still 2-2. Nailers win the faceoff in their own zone. They'll toss it out to center ice. Binkley double-teamed, and he gives it up. And here come the Nailers, and Williams, with a great glove save, just got enough of it as the Nailers very nearly even the score. Jacksonville back through center ice. They get it out, only to give it up to Sean Jostling for the Nailers. It is McNally. Cross-ice look for Jostling. Just gets away from Eric Bradford. The Nailers have to regroup back at their own blue line. It is Watling for Winquist. Backhand feed out of the range of Jostling, and the Icemen now take over. Croy Evingson moves it D-to-D for Jason Binkley. Evingson gets it right back. Up the left wing side, good feed for Nazarian. Trying to go wide on Jesse Lees. Nazarian takes it down low for Nick Saraceno. Underneath it's Bradford. Indirect feed to the blue line for Hamilton. Wrists it behind the net, looking for Bradford again on his backhand. Bradford turns and fires it towards goal. It is blocked. Bradford keeps it in, trickling towards net, but the Nailers skate away with the puck. It is Lees. Cross-ice look for Rivera. Rivera back for Lees. Arister on goal, and Williams making the save. But the Icemen and their coach, Jason Christie, can't be too happy with allowing two quality opportunities in the opening 2.5 minutes of this third period. I know you want to play up and down hockey and don't protect the lead. And the Icemen have done that, but you don't want to get leaky on defense either. And the Nailers have found a couple of holes for two good chances, but Williams up to the task both times, keeping the Icemen on top. Now it's the Nailers again. Turnaround shot by Rivera. That is blocked. Rivera gets it right back. Centering feed is also tapped away by the Icemen, but not cleared yet. All the way to the blue line where Smith can't hold it in. The Icemen get it. They have a 2-on-1. Rabbit with Gerdukis. Gerdukis right side. His shot going back to Rabbit, and it was blocked by the Nailers. It's held in by the Icemen. Rabbit on his backhand, feeding it for Zmatula. Forehand is deflected into the corner. Rabbit gets it back to the blue line for Killens. Killens knocking it loose for Rabbit. Tries to set up Zmatula. Zmatula behind the Nailer net. Trying to set up Rabbit, but it was just out of his reach. And it comes loose for the Nailers. Right back come the Icemen. Over the line is Rabbit on the right wing side. Penalty coming. Rabbit behind the net, centering feed. Forehand save is made. Rebound, and they blow the play dead as Wheeling got the touch up. It will be a power play for the Icemen on a slashing call. Nick Rivera goes into the box for Wheeling. And a chance on the man advantage for the Icemen as Abbott Gerdukis in his bid for his second goal of the night. Great save made by Starrett with the right pad during that exchange, keeping it a one-goal game. Just the second power play of the day for Jacksonville. They did not score on the first one, but effectively they did. Their goal was just a few seconds after the power play had expired. Just 10 seconds after the power play had expired. Jacksonville had the puck in the offensive zone the entire 2 minutes of that power play and ultimately scored just after it went to even strength. Icemen have the puck deep in their own zone. Spin move by Trevor Hamilton to keep possession. He'll drop it back at center ice for Gignac. Gignac has it poked away by Alfaro. Gignac gets it right back, and he'll stick handle behind his own net to give himself some more space. Accelerating out of his own zone is Gignac up the right wing, blazing into the zone, cuts to the left side, drops it to the left, and it's off the post. Off the post is Pascal Ake, and a beautiful rush from Brandon Gignac, showing off that mad skill that he's got. Icemen back with possession. Saraceno at the half boards, right side. To the blue line, it's Hamilton. Cross ice for Gignac. Hamilton fakes the shot, now takes it and shot. It is deflected in front. It comes for Saraceno at the top of the right circle. Jacksonville regroups. Hamilton for Saraceno, right wing circle. Into the bumper, looking for Ake. It deflects for the Icemen. Shot on goal, save made by Starrett. Rebound for Brown behind the cage. Brown for Gignac. At the line, it's Hamilton. Saraceno, a one-timer, deflects in front. It comes to Wheeling. What a play by Hamilton to keep it in the zone. Jacksonville keeps it in. Gignac, shot on net, save is made. Rebound, Ake cannot pull the trigger. Comes into the corner, the Icemen get it right back. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Another very effective power play. Saraceno, wrist shot, deflects into the corner. Gignac gets it off the boards. To the blue line for Hamilton at the left side. Hamilton walks the line. Saraceno, seam pass. Gignac, forehand blocked. He gets it right back. 17 on the power play. Brown, centering feed, deflects free. Comes loose. Who's going to get it? The Nailers finally do, and they clear it out. Everything but the goal for the Icemen as it stays 2-1. 3 seconds to go on the power play. Riker Killens now blazing into the Wheeling zone. He is onside. Team's at 5-on-5. Killens with a shot on net, and a save is made by Starrett. Rebound at the blue line, and the Icemen have to take it back in their own zone to keep possession. All Jacksonville on that power play. They just couldn't put it by Shane Starrett. A lot of great puck movement, but it stays 2-1. We have 14:25 to go in the third period. Jacksonville in the lead, and a high stick infraction against the Icemen, as they say that Riker Killens touched the puck up high with his stick, and we'll have a face-off in the Icemen zone with 14:22 to go in the third. It's been a very entertaining game. And remember, these two teams will square off again not only tomorrow night at 7, but also Sunday afternoon. A 3-game series between the Icemen and the Nailers. And if tonight's any indication, it's going to get a little even better, I think, over the weekend. But the Icemen trying to get this 3-game series off on the right foot. So far, so good, but still some work left to be done. Jacksonville wins the draw at center ice. Nazarian plays at cross ice looking for Bradford. It's out of reach, and the Nailers play it back into Jacksonville's end. Lodermeyer feeding it for Evingson. Over the blue line is Bradford. Wrist shot on goal. Easy save for Starrett. He'll cover it up and just let it absorb into his midsection for the draw. Faceoff will come to his right-hand side. Eric Bradford, Aaron Nazarian, and Derek Lodermeyer now on the ice. We'd normally see Saraceno on the left swing side, but not this time. Maybe Saraceno still a little gassed from the power play, as the Icemen were buzzing in the offensive zone on that power play. Saraceno was part of that unit. Nailers win the draw, but they do not clear. It's a deflected shot. Nazarian tried to center for Lodermeyer. It was blocked, and the Nailers come away with the puck. Austin Fighton taps it into the Jacksonville zone. Evingson first on it, pokes it ahead for Nazarian. Nazarian 2-on-2 with Lodermeyer as Lodermeyer deflects in. Duchesne gives chase. Lodermeyer pins him up against the boards, and we're tied up behind the Wheeling net. Nazarian pulls it away, tries to bank it in off of Starrett. Slap shot, and a blocker save is made. Rebound goes off a skate and just missed, as the Icemen already have one shot that deflected in off a leg. It nearly happened a second time there, as Lodermeyer hustles to keep the play moving. Nailers get it free. It is Fighton on his backhand, playing it up the right wing side. Foot race for the puck, and the Nailers are first on it. It's Cockerell into the zone. Drop pass picked off, and here come the Icemen in transition. Ake over the blue line for Gignac. Gignac with a shot. Save made. Rebound is loose. It's still loose, and the Nailers finally pull it away to the circle. Christopher Brown keeps it in the zone, and the Icemen continue to pressure. It is Gignac right at the blue line, cannot keep it in, and the Nailers break out. They may have a 2-on-1. Rivera is onside, left wing side, centering pass, deflected away by Jacksonville at the blue line, not out yet. Taken away by Brown, and finally out to center ice, just over the blue line. Each team getting a chance there as we stay 2-1. The Icemen on top with 12:32 to go in the third period. It's Brown looking for Zmatula. He's first on the puck in the right wing corner in the Wheeling zone. Zmatula all the way to the blue line. The trailer is Gerdukas. His shot is blocked. It comes out to center ice, and the Nailers still with it over the blue line. Here comes Winquist to his forehand. He can't get the shot away. Just harassed from behind by Riker Killens, not allowing that shot. Nailers with a sharp angle shot. Deflects up high for the Icemen. 3-on-2. Over the blue line is Rabbit. The trailer is Killens. Killens has it. Shot towards goal is deflected wide. Zmatula on the puck. He'll keep it in for Rabbit at the far side half wall. Rabbit looks to play it down low, but McNally intercepts, and the Nailers will skate out. Playing it away is Cody Sylvester, but this is going to be icing against the Nailers. Clock stops with 11:45 to go. And Wheeling is going to have 5 tired bodies stay on the ice. Jacksonville now out shooting Wheeling 34-21. 10 shots in this period for the Icemen in just over 8 minutes. Only 3 shots for Wheeling, so the Icemen are really pouring it on right now. But on the scoreboard, it's still just the slimmest of leads at only 2-1. The Icemen knocking on the door for that insurance goal. Face-off is to the right of Naylor goaltender Shane Starrett. Jacksonville wins it. Evingston at the left point. Rims it around. It comes all the way to the opposite side where Binkley pinches in to hold it. Saraceno behind the Wheeling net for Nazarian. At the right point, it's Binkley. Walks the line and feeds it for Bradford. One-time shot blocked in front. Comes for the Nailers. They will skate with it. They nearly overskated it, actually, and they'll clear it in. Could have been icing. I didn't think he got anywhere near the red line, but they play on. Jacksonville has the puck anyway. Over the line. And into the zone is Saraceno. Splits the defense. Tries to get the shot away and does. Puts it just wide. Penalty coming on Wheeling. Delayed call. There's your touch-up as Nick Saraceno nearly with another highlight reel goal. Saraceno, as of right now, has the current #1 goal of the week from last week at Greenville. He nearly had another one that would have been just as good, if not better. But he does draw the penalty, and it's another power play for the Icemen when we come back. Jacksonville leads 2-1. There's 11:10 to go in the third period. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Third power play of the evening for Jacksonville. Their first 2 have been great, but they are 0 for 2 ultimately. But you can just sense that the Icemen are really starting to pour it on, like they're just pounding at the door trying to break it down. And if the Icemen continue to just do the same thing, you gotta think that this one will work against the league's worst penalty kill in the Wheeling Nailers. Jacksonville wins the draw. It is Hamilton walking the line. Feeds it for Gignac, down low. Turnaround shot from Brown. It's deflected away. He couldn't put it on goal. Beautiful setup there from Jacksonville. That was a set play right off the draw. Icemen still with it. Hamilton fakes the shot, moves it for Gignac at the left face-off dot. Cross ice look, it deflects, but it makes its way to Saraceno on that deflection. Saraceno to the blue line for Hamilton, right side. Cross ice, it is Gignac. Closes, plays it down low. Into the bumper for Nazarian. His shot is blocked. Held in by Jacksonville. Nazarian trying to battle and a penalty coming. This is on Jacksonville. It's a delayed call. Wheeling has the touch and has the puck rather. There's your touch now from Jacksonville. And it's going to be Nazarian for boarding. So Kyle Leakin with the call on Aaron Nazarian for boarding. It's going to be 4-on-4 for the next minute 18. And then it will be the Nailers on an abbreviated power play after that. So the Icemen still unable to get that valuable insurance goal that they could really use right now, give them some breathing room. Faceoff comes in the Icemen zone as well here. Derek Lodermeyer against Matt Alfaro on the draw. Little extra open ice out there, but the Icemen have their 4th line on right now. Excuse me, Derek Lodermeyer along with Pascal Ake are the forwards right now. Along with Riker Killens and Brendan Miller right off the draw. It comes to the Icemen. It's Ake. 1-on-1. Tries to beat his man to the outside. Well defended there by Wheeling, but Ake gets it right back at the face-off circle. Couldn't pull the trigger. He actually fell down on his shot, but Jacksonville keeps it in. Riker Killens, right point. Cross ice for Miller. Miller playing it down low for Ake. Ake couldn't keep that puck on his stick, and the Nailers play it up the boards, left side for Alfaro. defended by Killens, and Alfaro gets by him. Forehand denied by Williams. Huge save to keep it 2-1. As Alfaro with an excellent move around Riker Killens, and Williams up to the task there. 4-on-4 for another 33 seconds. It will be Wheeling on a power play after that. Puck in the neutral zone, and here come the Icemen. Smatula with speed. Wrist shot. Save made by Starrett. Rebound for McNally for the Nailers. Up the left wing for Watling. Patrick Watling, stick handling from left to right. He is onside, defended by Michael Kim. Watling to the blue line for McNally. He lost the handle. Foot race for the puck, but Gerdukis couldn't get there. He was held up by McNally along the way. Nailers back in their own zone. They will be on the power play in 3 more seconds. Out of the box now is Jesse Lees. Power play for Wheeling. Jacksonville with a steal on the backhand. They'll chip it off the glass and out. Nailers inside their own blue line. Cross ice for Fighton. Penalty killing for the Icemen is Eric Bradford. Just 28 seconds to go on this power play. Wheeling still has the puck deep in their own zone. Pass up the middle for Winquist through center ice. Tries the backhand feed for Sylvester. Sylvester into the Jacksonville zone. Circles the back of the Icemen net. All the way to the blue line. It is Fighton with it. Spins away from a man. Tries to get it back for Miller. Cross ice look with 5 seconds to go on the power play. The deflected pass from Miller trying to clear it out. Up along the boards, out of the penalty box is Nazarian. We now skate 5-on-5. Icemen have the puck. Nazarian has possession. It's a 3-on-2. Nazarian with a trailer on the play. That's Miller. Fires, and it is deflected. Miller gets it right back. Playing it off glass, and it goes out of play. It went off the protective netting, and we will have a break in the action. 8:13 to go. It's a nail-biter here in Jacksonville. The Icemen have the lead, 2-1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet, experience the best.
Arlie Johnson with you for the closing minutes of this hockey game between the Jacksonville Icemen and Wheeling Nailers. Jacksonville still clinging to this lead at 2-1. No update on the scores around the Eastern Conference. Orlando and Greenville still tied at 2, but there's only 2 minutes left in regulation. 1 minute left, rather, I should say, in regulation. And it looks like overtime is looming there. That is a worst-case scenario for the Icemen. They do not want overtime, but it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Face-off is in the Wheeling zone. Jacksonville collects. It is Gignac. Cannot get the shot away. It's tapped loose by the Nailers. Wheeling gets it to center ice. The Icemen right back into the zone. It is Brown trying to get it away. Poked loose by the Wheeling. They'll play it to center ice, and Tomlak will backhand it in behind the net of Williams. Hamilton first on the puck for Jacksonville. Trying to take it away from Brady Tomlak. The Icemen will clear it just over the blue line and out to center. Hustling for it is Kay, but he cannot get it away from Smith. Tomlak pokes it back into the Jacksonville end. Comes loose for the Nailers. Taking the body is Michael Kim on Jared Cockerell. Cockerell has the only goal tonight for the Nailers. Jacksonville looks to clear it. They can't get it out yet. Comes free to Tomlak in the right wing corner. Kim defends on him. Again, beautifully done by Kim. Moving it up the left side for Zmatula. He bangs it off the glass and out. 7:14 to go in the third period. Wheeling has it deep in their zone. It's Patrick McNally. Defended by Gerdukis. Austin Fighton over the red line. Poked away by Jacksonville. The Nailers get it right back, though. They'll regroup inside their own blue with Patrick McNally. D to D for Jesse Lees. Lees up the right side for Fighton. Fighton pokes it into the corner on the far side. Riker Killens is on it there. He can't clear it out, however. Nailers trying to move it away. It goes off a skate. Wheeling loses it to Gerdukis. Gerdukis is hounded from behind, and the Nailers hold it in. It is Watling on the left wing side on his backhand. Has it knocked away. A Jacksonville player loses a stick. Wrist shot on goal. Save is made by Williams. Rebound is picked off by Jacksonville on the interception. Rabbit got the steal. Gerdukis will get the clear in after gaining center ice. A line change on the fly for the Icemen. Down to 6:16 to go in the third period. Jacksonville leads by 1. Nailers clear it in deep. Goes around the boards all the way to the far side. Jacksonville's first on the puck. Bradford dekes around one man, feeds it to Saraceno. He's over the blue line, takes a huge hit on the play, comes loose for the Icemen. Bradford with one man down, and we're gonna have a whistle and a stoppage in play. I believe that Kyle Leakin lost sight of the puck. That puck was never frozen. Bradford got spilled on the play, and from the seat of his pants, he tried to move it towards goal. We're gonna have a stoppage with 5:55 to go in the third period. It remains Jacksonville 2, Wheeling 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Icemen win the faceoff in the offensive zone. They play it down low. The Nailers take over from there. In control, Adam Smith. Smith up the left wing for Josh Winquist. Sylvester gets it to the Jacksonville blue line. Drop pass, and Sylvester has it again. Williams forced to make a save on Sylvester, who's their leading point scorer. Rebound comes for Jacksonville. They've got a 2-on-2 breakout. Saraceno for Nazarian. They are onside. Wheeling now has 4 men deep, but the Icemen still with possession. Saraceno has a jump over his stick, and the Nailers flip it up the left wing side. Sylvester on his backhand, stops at his own blue line, waits for Nazarian to skate by. Sylvester now drifts into his own zone to keep possession. Playing it underneath for McNally behind his own net. Wheeling coming up the left wing side. McNally gains center ice before clearing in. Michael Kim first on it for Jacksonville. Off the boards and safely out. They're going to call this icing. I don't know if Jacksonville likes that call. Jason Christie certainly doesn't like it. He is voicing his displeasure to Tarrington Wyonzik. Trevor Hamilton doing the exact same thing, but they're not going to win the argument. It's icing against Jacksonville. We're in the final 5 minutes of regulation now with the Icemen on top, 2-1. Jacksonville trying to keep pace with the rest of the Eastern Conference. Orlando and Greenville has gone to overtime as the Nailers win the faceoff in the offensive zone. It's McNally rimming it around. It comes all the way to the far side. The Nailers reverse it. Kim's first on it for Jacksonville. Good touch pass for Gignac. Then it's Brown looking ahead for Ake. He is onside, trying to beat Jesse Lees to the puck, and he does behind the Wheeling net. Ake for Gignac, and he got his stick lifted at the last second by Austin Fighton. Well done on the back check there from Fighton, as Gignac would have had a great opportunity. Jacksonville right back with it, however. It is Brown for Brendan Miller. The defenseman leads the charge this time. Miller plays it around the wall. Smith chops it off the boards. Out to center ice, deflected pass, and the Nailers will have to come back to their own zone. We're down to 4:07 left in the game. Jacksonville leads 2-1. A steal from the Icemen at center. It's Gerdukis over the blue line. Knocked free by the Nailers. They clear it out again. Brendan Miller will try off the boards. Ahead for Rabbit, and they're going to call this icing against Jacksonville. With 3:54 to go in the third period. Faceoff will be to the left side of Charles Williams. The Icemen will keep Mike Zmatula, Wasey Rabbit, and Abbott Gerdukis out on the ice, along with Riker Killens and Brendan Miller. Face-off is controlled by the Nailers. They'll move it to the left point. McNally drops it in deep for Rivera, defended by Miller on the play. Rivera to the blue line. Miller kicks it onto his stick. He will also move it off the end boards. Took a tricky hop, but it goes the way of the Icemen, and they clear it out of the zone. Will this be icing? No, it's not going to reach the goal line. So into forecheck now is Abbott Gerdukis. Nailers still have it behind their own net now. Patrick McNally right up the middle through center ice, gains center and forehands in deep. Michael Kim double teamed on the play. Courtnall is there for Wheeling. Nailers pull it loose. It comes for Rivera around the wall for Courtnall. Kim defends on him. Taking the puck free is Michael Kim. Can't put it onto his stick. Now Binkley tries to knock it loose. It comes free for the Icemen. It is Saraceno deking around one man, gets by another, moves it over the blue line. He is onside. Saraceno moving wide on McNally, taking it behind the Wheeling net. Tries to center, comes to the blue line for Binkley at the right side. Cross ice, Kim with a wrister. Save is made by Starrett. No rebound, as Bradford was waiting to see if anything would squirt free from the midsection of Shane Starrett. 2:50 to go in the third period. Jacksonville 2, Wheeling 1. The Icemen looking to get back in the win column and get 2 points closer in the Eastern Conference standings. Quick update from Florida. The Everblades have gotten on the board again, but Florida still trails South Carolina 3-2. There's 12 minutes left in the game there. And the Greenville Swamp Rabbits have just won in overtime at Orlando, 3-2 the final score there. Jacksonville wins the faceoff, but they have to go to center ice to keep control. They'll forehand it right back in and move in on the forecheck. Jesse Lees for Wheeling, defended by Ake. We're not quite at the point where Shane Starrett heads to the bench, but we're pretty close to that. Wheeling gets to the blue line. They are onside, but the Icemen rip it off the boards and immediately out to center. Here comes Jacksonville. Gignac over the blue line, tries the drop pass for Brown. Brown on his backhand, can't get the shot away. He'll tie it up along the boards, looking for Gignac in the slot. Gignac towards the blue line. He just couldn't quite find the handle. That's where missing 12 games really shows for Brandon Gignac. I think he's been great tonight, but just a little bit off with the stick handling on that situation, as we are down to 2 minutes flat left in this hockey game. Jacksonville nursing this 2-1 lead. Wheeling clears into the zone. Starrett is still in net for the Nailers as Jacksonville has the puck. Over the blue line, or into center ice is Matula. At the blue line, he gave it up. It was a possible 3-on-2, but it never developed. Jacksonville instead plays it in deep. We're down to 100 seconds left in the third. Matt Alfaro for the Nailers. Chipping it off the glass. It's batted out of the air by Jacksonville at center ice. It's going to be a hand pass called against the Icemen, and a neutral zone face-off with 1:32 remaining. So with that Greenville victory in overtime, Orlando gets 1 point. They have 64 points on the season. If Jacksonville wins tonight, they will be 4 points behind Orlando in the standings with 2 games in hand as well against them. So Orlando very much in reach. But first things first, there's some business left here. Wheeling has the puck at their own blue line. 1:25 left. Jacksonville leading by only 1. Nailers clear it into the zone. There goes Starrett to the bench. 6 skater is on, and the Nailers have the puck. Wrist shot is blocked. It comes up high. Looking for it. A shot towards goal by Winquist goes wide, but Wheeling still has possession. Jacksonville defending all the way at the blue line. Looking to play it in is Alfaro. It deflects for the Nailers. They keep it in the zone. Alfaro for Watling. High slot. Wrister goes wide to the glove side of Williams. Miller tries to play it ahead for Bradford. Bradford on his backhand. Double teamed. He can't clear it out yet. Final minute of play. Jacksonville gets the puck. They've got an opening. Saraceno is able to get it free. He's got Nazarian with him. Nazarian onside. Empty netter. Score! Aaron Nazarian has put a bow on this one. 42 seconds to go, and it's 3-1 Jacksonville. A valiant effort here tonight from the Wheeling Nailers. They gave the Icemen all they could handle tonight, but the Icemen come away with the victory. Aaron Nazarian, the empty netter, set up by Eric Bradford at 19-18. And Aaron Nazarian, his 18th goal of the season. And Jacksonville will indeed pull at least 1 point closer in the standings to Orlando. Possibly 2 points on Indy. And you never know what happens from there. Still a little bit of time left in this game, of course. We'll see if Starrett heads to the bench again. Courtnall clears in. Williams will block the puck behind his own net, feeding it for Gerdukas. It's not out yet. Nailers play it into the corner. Penalty coming as well on Jacksonville. Or maybe it's again just a high stick infraction. It's the second time I've been caught with that. But Shane Starrett is staying in the net. So Wheeling essentially has raised the white flag in this one. Bradford and Saraceno assist on that goal from Aaron Nazarian, his 18th of the year. Wheeling wins the draw. Shot is sticked aside by Williams. His 24th save of the night on 25 shots. Jacksonville just killing the final 10 seconds. They have it tied up along the corner. Wheeling gets a centering pass towards the blue line. Duchesne with a drive. That is deflected into the corner. Time will expire, and the Icemen have come away with the win here tonight. Stopping a brief 2-game losing streak. They're right back in the win column, and Jacksonville has now won 11 of their last 14 games overall. With this win, they are now 4 points behind the Orlando Solar Bears in the standings. And depending on what happens with the Indy Fuel, who are now trailing 3-0 tonight, assuming that score holds, Jacksonville is now just 1 point out of a playoff spot, just 1 point behind the Indy Fuel if Indy does not come from 3 goals down to win tonight. So a lot of great things going on the scoreboard for the Icemen. The most important score of all is this one right here. Jacksonville has won 3-1 over the Wheeling Nailers in the first of a 3-game set. Goals in the second period from Abbott Gerdukas, his 9th of the year, from Derek Lodermeyer and Riker Killens. Wasey Rabbit also scoring his 7th goal of the year. And in the final minute, an empty netter from Aaron Nazarian, his team-leading 18th goal of the year, set up by Eric Bradford and Nick Saraceno. Also want to give a tip of the cap to Croy Evingson, his first professional point, as he assisted on Wasey Rabbit's goal in the second period. Just as I look down, I see that Fort Wayne is now up 4-0 as we bring you down below to your 3 stars of the game in just a moment with Joe Massa. But Indy has just scored 4 goals less than 5 minutes apart, or excuse me, 3 goals less than 5 minutes apart to break that game open. It looks like Jacksonville is going to be within 1 point of Indy in the Eastern Conference standings by the time that this evening is over. Here are your 3 stars of the game with Joe Massa.
From Wheeling, goaltender number 40, Shane Starrett. Your number 2 star scored the game-winning goal. Your captain, number 20, Wasey Rabbit. And your number 1 star with 24 saves, he's the ECHL goaltender of the month for April, number 1, Charles Williams.
Huge round of applause for Charles Williams, your ECHL goaltender of the month for April. And he continues his strong play, 6th in the league in goals against average at 2.60 going into this game. Those numbers are going to go down based on this performance tonight, saving 24 of 25 shots on the evening, and some balanced scoring from the Icemen. Give them the victory tonight by a score of 3-1. With the win, Jacksonville now 27 wins, 21 losses, 3 overtime losses, 3 shootout losses. The Icemen up to 60 points in the ECHL standings. They are now, as of this very second, 1 point behind the Indy Fuel in the standings. They are currently 4 points behind the Orlando Solar Bears as things continue to get tighter and tighter and tighter from 2nd place to 6th place in the Eastern Conference. 3 teams or excuse me, 5 teams battling for 3 spots in the playoffs here, as Jacksonville is playing as well as anybody else in the entire ECHL, and they are back in the win column tonight and hopefully starting a brand new streak this evening as Jacksonville wins by a final score of 3-1. Remember, we're right back here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock start. The Icemen hosting the Wheeling Nailers yet again. We'll also be here Sunday afternoon at 3 for game number 3 of this series between the Icemen and Nailers, as Jacksonville has completed game 1 of this 3-game set, looking for a 3-game sweep over the Nailers. And it's off to the right start with this 3-1 victory this evening. That's going to do it for this broadcast. Good guys win tonight, 3-1 your final score. Thank you so much to Gemstone Media, of course to my off-ice crew led by Michelle Durant here, and Alex Reed, my broadcast partner down below inside the bubble. For everybody else involved in the production, this is Arlie Johnson saying good night. Once more with your final score, Jacksonville 3, Wheeling 1. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Stay safe out there.